What's up, Red?
So I thought I was bugging because, like, for some reason on Discord, it's not showing people. So I didn't know if it started already.
Oh nah. Yeah, we started 6:30.
And muff fell. Who's Carol B?
Who?
Carol B?
Oh, that's he probably changed his name. That's let me see. Let me look at his profile because
I was like, Carol Baskets.
that's what's his name from Jack Discord. I can't remember his real name. People in Jack Discord stay changing their name.
Would you start early?
I mean we're 3 minutes before.
Oh my god, BG. It's a first.
I'm always on time, sir.
Yeah, on Frieza time.
What's up, y'all?
Never too late to blow up the planet.
5 minutes, huh?
Wasn't that blow up the planet saga like 8 episodes? I think they said.
Yeah, hold on.
It's Butch.
Am I tuned into Red Infamy TV right now?
It is not called Red Infamy TV anymore.
Oh, why'd you change it?
I was able to get it changed because that was the only thing. I couldn't have it as Red Infamy for some reason, so I just put TV, but now it is just Red Infamy.
I guess Red Infamy TV sounded like a little mini series on Pornhub.
That's your brain. That's what your
How y'all doing?
is doing.
What up?
What's up?
Must be the hoarder.
There, what?
Be harder. Is that Red? What up?
It is.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Haven't heard from you in a hot minute.
That's a damn lie.
Nah, lie.
He said that.
Smooth is lawyered up now, you know.
He's white.
He's lawyered up now. He quit betting.
What do you mean?
Well, he doesn't
bets or not doing bets anymore until.
Well, he had what do we call it? He had to buy himself out.
Oh, wow.
He had to buy out the current bets before he stopped betting anymore.
So what bet did you lose, Smooth?
It wasn't. I wasn't gonna like. I would
Which
have
ones
won,
did he win?
He didn't win. He didn't win any. We'll put it that way.
I would have had I kept it going. I would have won at least like 3 of them.
What
I
was
don't know
the
about
ones
that.
you would have won?
I would have won the Ori
I
bet.
remember the Ori bet. What was the Ori bet about?
Their meta score. It had to be a 90 plus.
What is it right now?
It's a 90 plus still.
Oh,
Well, who thought that would be low?
I did.
Nah, I wouldn't think Ori.
It did hit an 89, but
for what, a day maybe.
Yeah, then it went back up.
Well, what was it after 50 reviews?
After 50, I think it was still 90.
Well, damn, Smooth. You should have. Now you're gonna lose another bet though, because hold up, what was the bet on that PlayStation between you and BG?
Just checking case.
I already paid. Well, actually, I didn't pay him yet, but I settled on that bet.
What was the bet?
It was the PlayStation should be at $500.
It might be more.
Yeah, it might be more.
Damn, he just said Black Bond is Takamura and Kid Smooth is Aoiki. Wow.
I don't get that nerd reference.
If you ever watch Ippo, Takamura is like his goal is to win 6 championship belts, and Oiki is just the mud fighting bum that gets picked on.
What's up, Brad?
What's up? How you doing?
Right, could you do me a favor real quick? Could you gently, kindly, and politely tell the people in the chat to hit that like button, please?
Can y'all please hit the like button? I would gladly appreciate it. And also get some more subscribers. I gotta get some more subscribers.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, because they don't listen to us. Maybe they'll like your voice. I don't know.
We live action?
Yeah, we love.
All I know is, I haven't blocked anybody in 2 months. My trigger finger is itchy today.
Oh man.
So it's
So
getting.
everybody's been on their best behavior to not get blocked.
I mean, especially because that like button ain't up. We got mad people talking crap. Even if you dislike, it still hits the algorithm. It's when you don't hit like or dislike.
It said my mic is low.
It's because I told her to speak to you gently, guys. Her mic's not low. Smooth. Did you ever finish the Surge? That game you were hyping up?
Yeah, they said it's low.
I never hype up the Surge.
I could turn you up.
I did a reaction video, but I mean, reaction videos you gotta hype it up. But I mean, I know I didn't finish it though.
How far did you get?
Shit.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm still in like in the beginning stages.
Wow, it's a good game. But we know how you Xbox guys are. You hype up everything and then.
Did you like the first Surge?
Oh no, absolutely not.
I couldn't. I don't really play those type of games, but I know you started, as far as like playing Bloodborne and stuff. But Bond, as far as this, did you like the first Surge, or do you like Surge 2 better?
Surge 2 is better.
Okay.
I don't give games sequels second chances after the first one's bad.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you didn't like the first one, Smooth, why did you think you're gonna like the second one?
I mean, sometimes games redeem themselves.
Yeah. And I thought because I after playing Bloodborne and Sekiro, I was like, maybe I'll just enjoy it now at this point.
Nah, let me tell you what you really thought. There was nothing to play on Xbox, and you were looking for something to be hype about.
Wow. Don't tell another man what his thoughts
Nah,
are.
dude, I'm trying to think. The first came out during like a decent where games were actually coming out though.
I mean that's what Game Pass has come down to now. Just trying out games. Say you played them to hype up games and make videos and not finish them.
Well, it didn't launch on because I had the game day. Actually, I had the game day 0 because I got a review code for it.
So you got a review code, didn't even review the game.
Nope.
This shit crazy.
I at least did a first impressions on.
I did a first impressions. I did a first impressions. I released that when I got the code. It was through the tutorial part, but
I couldn't get it. I tried. I really tried. I just
Surge is doo-doo.
I like it.
Doo-doo.
I like the futuristic aspects of it over the regular Souls games.
Well, I was watching your streams of you playing it, Bond. You was enjoying it.
Yeah. There's only one game I've played that streaming bought whatever that I have not finished. And that was what the hell was that game called? It was the 2D Souls games that wouldn't let you use a D-pad.
Well, I know why you liked it. I figured you just liked it because of the mech robot stuff.
Well, that's fine.
My voice have always been like this.
Doo-doo.
What was that one game I had to stream?
Oh wow.
I can't forget what it was called. It was doo-doo though.
All right. Oh, it's 6:34. Let's go on and get it started. Going on, chat. Make sure you hit that like button. We would appreciate that. Y'all we ask y'all every week, but I don't think y'all listening. But we gonna keep on saying it. But this is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 233. We are on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Check out the Weapon Wheel Patreon. So I will be making a video tomorrow, just for the viewers, just for your feedback, asking what all of you want as rewards or requests that y'all want in regards to the Patreon from the podcast. So it would be great if y'all actually respond to that video, because you know we've done videos like that in the past, and sometimes people say they want things but they don't support them. So you know, we really want to know what y'all want as far as the podcast goes. So yeah, look out for that video, and we really want y'all feedback and responses in regards to that. Consider hitting the join button to become a member. You know, we get some cool emotes and chat badges that all of you can use. Also, you can submit a video to be featured in the background of the podcast while it's going on. So send an email to weaponwheelpress@gmail.com to have your gameplay featured. Or if you don't, I'll just be featuring my own personal gameplay all the damn time, which I don't mind watching at all. I like seeing myself play games because I'm a god like that, you know. I get real impressed. I get real impressed at my own gameplay. I'm real impressive. Okay, I love to toot my own horn. So if y'all don't want to see my gameplay all the time, make sure you you know, send some gameplay in. So yeah, let's do these intros. Jimmy, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, man? J Mega Games. Good to see everything getting a little calm in the city. I'm here. All right, what's up?
All right, Jack.
We've been doing this podcast for 5 years, and less than 10% of our viewership is on the Patreon. Fuck y'all niggas, y'all ain't getting no game nights. How y'all doing?
It's not even about that.
Energy
Supposed
is
to be
real.
appreciative to the viewers and listeners
Energy
at
is
all
real.
times.
Hey, I'll keep it real with y'all. I don't give a fuck about no video.
Your body is Jack botting to anybody else?
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah,
You might have to leave and come back real
My
quick.
internet been fucking up, yo.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Yeah, you
Yep.
sound okay
we
now.
hear you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about no video likes, man. Hit that Patreon.
I ain't mad at you, dog. Hey man, people want free. We've been giving them entertainment for a long time, man.
Half a goddamn decade. Y'all don't fuck with I
don't think some people appreciate it. Y'all would be bored out y'all minds sometimes if it wasn't for us.
And you know what the funny thing is, though, Jack? They don't hit the like button because they don't want newer people coming in that would be more appreciated.
See, that's
you hate to see shit like that.
That's the key.
Yep.
That's the
All
formula
so
right there.
For all the views that's in here, can y'all please hit the like button? Because
See-
these brothers been asking for the like button to be hit for
The
a long
like
time.
button is free.
Because that's
All right.
what Bond hit on something just now.
Yeah, I've been saying that for the longest.
If
But it does help with the algorithm.
If you don't want to support in certain ways, if you hit the like button, it'll attract somebody that will. What did Dr. Umar Johnson say? Listen, I know that was your last dollar. I expect more from you next time, though.
Yo, he was wildin'.
I need to get that on a sound clip. No, I gotta get that on the sound clip.
Wildin'. You hit 10, but you need to make it 20 next time.
He said, make it 20 next time. I know that was your last 10, but make it 20 next time. Man,
Nah,
was
but everybody
wildin'.
please hit the like button.
Facts.
Hit it up.
Smooth.
What's up, everybody? It's the Best Bot Kid Smooth. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well, healthy, and let's get today's shows going.
All right, Bond.
What's going on, everybody? Enjoying the Surge 2. Hopefully, my other compatriots are playing their games on stream.
I will be.
Mm-hmm.
I will be. This week I'll be live streaming my duties. All right, and Red.
What's up, y'all? Glad to be back. And yeah, let's get into these topics and y'all hit the like button one more time.
All right, that's everybody. Missile is supposed to come in here. I don't know where he's at though. Yeah, because he definitely just told me he wanted to be on, but I don't know where he's at. So first, Jack, do you wanna apologize to me, sir?
For you being an idiot yesterday?
Oh man.
Oh, you want to bring that up? All right, go ahead.
Oh man, we
you
really
want
got
to
to.
bring it
I
up?
thought you was just gonna admit you was wrong, and we would be able to move past this.
You want me to bring it up?
He's back.
Oh, what happened?
So we got it stemmed from Final Fantasy VII, right? And then it moved into a question of if a bad ending can ruin a game.
Absolutely.
I completely disagree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I disagree. I
It depends.
do not
it really
think so.
Depends.
I mean, get to the end of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I'm gonna spoil it for you right now because that game's old. You were on a mission to save humanity, right, BG? Apparently, you know, people got into ships, and you know, you put people in the stasis pods. As you know, you go into light speed, find a far off planet. Appreciate that, Outlaw 2120. But guess what, BG? There were never any people in the ships. They literally just downloaded the people's minds onto giant hard drives.
That's kind of a mind twist. That's a plot twist.
And then in actuality, you weren't even human. You were just a robot with memories in it. So the entire point of the game was there was no point.
Hey,
you were on a mission. You spent 200 hours to save humanity, and there was nothing to save.
I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. That's a funny troll.
And then there's a cliffhanger of a guy on the beach who's one of the characters. It zooms in, no explanation. So by the time you finish the game, there were never any humans. The invasion was fake. There were never any real people. You were nothing but fake. There was never an antagonist. The bad guys were really never trying to get rid of humanity. You spent 200 hours wandering the wilderness for nothing.
But wouldn't that just be like just a big plot twist?
No, because the whole time you were looking for who's the antagonist. Who's it? There was never a bad guy. There was never an antagonist. You were just wandering around in search of these might be the bad people. These might be the bad people.
I just
we
feel
have
like
to invest in it.
Like, I don't know, like it's kind of interesting plot twist to me. I know it's like, okay, I expected like, yo, it's gonna be this crazy antagonist that caused all this crazy.
Yeah, or the aliens that chased you off of Earth. Nothing. There was no resolution.
Yeah, but what is a bad ending? An unsatisfying ending when you beat the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're telling me there's games that you took time to beat, and then when you got to the end, you weren't tight at that ending?
Well, exactly. So it's like a book and a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like games hit a climax stage,
and
then once you hit the climax, there's a payoff.
Right.
It's like The Rock and Austin. You know, you had the meeting, you had the build up, you had the climax, you had the match, you had the payoff. If there's no payoff, it kills it.
I'll get a prime example. I'll use an old game real quick. Borderlands. When you get into Borderlands after putting all those hours into it just to find out that the vault is going to reclose. The first one.
Yeah, that was lame.
And then they tell you wait 200 years. Prime example. That ended.
I'll give you another example of a campaign that was ruined. Halo 2.
Halo 2.
Oh,
Mass Effect
yeah.
3.
Yep, Mass Effect. Oh, I'm ready to go to Earth. You're about to finish the fight and the credits roll? What?
Yeah.
And we don't get out again for 5 years?
What do you do in that ship? Going to conclude the mission. Ending.
Mass Effect's ending ruined the game so hard.
Yep.
They had to create free DLC over a year
to
retcon and fix the entire
game. I'm telling you, there's endings that will ruin the game.
Bro, so look, BG, this is my problem with BG. We was having this discussion yesterday. BG is a person that doesn't like to revisit all the shit. If he beat a game, watch a movie, watch a show, he's not gonna play it, right? If it ends poorly, that's your lasting impression of whatever you just did. That's not good. That's what that can ruin the game for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got what you said.
Without spoiling it,
it depends to me.
It depends.
Look, so let me get my case off. So for me, an ending has never ruined a game for me ever. Right? It doesn't matter how bad it is. To me, the only thing a bad ending can do is ruin part of the story or just have a bad ending in itself. I don't believe an ending in itself affects the rest of the game. I look at it very like on its own merits. I don't necessarily believe that the story aspect of the game like affects the gameplay part of it always. Like, I just don't believe that you can play 95% of a game and you think it's great, and then you get to the end, which is 5%, and then that 5% like is like some type of infectious disease that somehow ruins the experience you already had. Does it make what you already experienced bad?
You're misinterpreting the question, because this question literally probably only applies to games that are heavily story driven.
Exactly.
This doesn't apply to a game like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or like Mega Man or something. This question solely depends on games that are heavily story orientated.
So
go ahead, Red.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna ask because to me I understand like as far as it being story driven, but it really depends because for example, I guess I'll ask the question with y'all: is it based off of that you wasn't satisfied with the ending, or just that the ending was trash? Because I just feel like if you went through a good amount of 20 hours, let's say of a story, okay, even something that would be semi open world but have a linear story to it. If the ending, you did all of that work and was satisfied, but the ending was not satisfying to you, that means the entire chapters that you went through as far as a journey was ruined.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't agree. I don't agree
with that.
The time that you play, you enjoyed every last bit, every chapter, the gameplay.
I was just say the ending sucked, and that's it.
And then the ending was just bad.
You can't reverse fun. You like if you had fun, you can't just reverse it. Like take backsies. The ending is bad. Take backsies my enjoyment.
I'll explain this to you. Right? You meet a girl.
Oh no!
Real nice.
There we go.
You're talking to her. You're having fun. You know, you go out to dinner, you go out to movies, you're talking to your boys about it. You think she coming over tonight. You think you about to clap them cheeks. But that's not the ending you get. The ending you get is she fucks your best friend.
What the hell? That is not.
But hold on. You had fun going along with the talking phase and the betting and the dinner. Yeah, but the ending ruined it.
Okay.
That's not the same thing.
The ending. Another thing. You bust your ass at work. Then they furlough your ass at the end and lay you off in COVID.
But
you like that ending?
Did you not enjoy? Did you
but
not?
Was your career still fulfilled? Like what I'm
saying.
Like,
if my paycheck,
the ending is the fulfillment. That's supposed to be
exactly.
Nah, I disagree. The ending is all the fulfillment. I disagree.
It's not all of it, but it's the end. Like it's supposed to sing you.
What about games with multiple endings and one was trash and the other one's not? Did I mean
That's
the entire game? But it still concludes something.
Listen,
that's all I'm saying.
I think the
my
journey,
paycheck is my fulfillment, and clapping them cheeks is my fulfillment.
I think the journey is like. A lot of time for me, it's the journey. It's the journey.
That's the majority of it, not the end.
The journey is the majority. So I judge it like for example, like we use Game of Thrones, right? Everybody accepts that Game of Thrones didn't have the best ending, right? But you mean to tell me that like 5-6 seasons of possibly one of the best shows you've ever watched is suddenly like destroyed because it had a bad ending?
Hell yeah,
bro!
This was one of the best shows on TV for 6 seasons.
If you go on Google right now, everybody will say the ending of Game of Thrones sucked and ruined the series.
Because people have recency bias.
Oh, stop!
People have recency bias. I'm sorry, like, bro. Even dudes, even like. For example, like when you want to use girls, okay, let's use relationships. People get together, they break up. Like people always tend to remember the breakup. They don't remember the years of great memories. Like it's like suddenly they never existed. Like you don't remember all them good times we had?
It's like all got washed away.
Yeah, like, I don't get that.
Look, just because the ending ruins something doesn't erase the journey and make the overall product bad, but it definitely can put a huge damper on the overall experience.
I agree it can make the overall experience less satisfying, but I don't believe it can ruin the game.
A bad ending won't make this game's trash, but yes, it can ruin.
But I feel that's what Jack is saying. I feel like Jack is saying the whole thing is just bad now because the ending is bad.
He's right though, because Mass Effect proves it.
Nah.
Mass Effect 3 literally proved it. You took your characters through a journey of 3 games for zero payoff.
But compared to Andromeda, which was just bad, like that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, the game was cool until the ending, but then compared to his other installment that has so many bugs, you couldn't do certain things. Like that to me dictates a bad game if you can't play it and the story overall is just not satisfying.
You're talking about different. You're talking about a bad game. So are you guys familiar with what happened with Mass Effect?
Yeah.
Generally. I never played
And,
it.
and
Okay, so-
Rage, like people said that with Rage, like the ending was bad with Rage,
Rage-
and they said it was just a
Rage
bad
had a
game.
bad ending.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I beat Rage. Rage had a bad ending,
Yeah,
but I still
it
enjoyed
had
the
a bad
game.
ending.
I wasn't
So,
bothered that much by the ending.
Basically, what happened in Mass Effect BG is all those characters, all those journeys, all those events, all those decisions that you made, you thought were going to affect the ending of the game. Wrong. Everything you did was irrelevant at the ending. Nothing you did mattered at the ending of the game.
Bro, I just judge things
I
based.
guess it depends on the game. Like, I get what Bond
Like
is
I
saying,
said, this is only applicable to
depends on the game.
story-driven games.
but I guess it depends on a story-driven game, because a game like Mass Effect, of course, the certain decisions you make determines the so-called outcome. So to your point, I can get that, because it's like, okay, I did everything depending on decisions, and then those decisions didn't really play out the way it was supposed to, or whatever was coded for it to do. I get that. But something, for example, that's like just linear, there's no decisions to make, it's just a linear story, and in the end just wasn't that satisfying. I just don't equate that to being like it ruins the entire game of so many different hours and chapters just because the ending was not that satisfying.
I do think people put a little bit too much weight into ending. I'm really more about the journey and the whole experience as a whole. Like the ending is like the part of the game you experience the least. It's like the smallest part of the game.
But it's what you talk about the most. And perfect example. Why do and I already knew this was going to happen before it happened. Why was Infinity War better than Endgame? Because Infinity War was a movie, but the Endgame was an ending, and nobody can ever agree on what is and what isn't a satisfactory ending. And for that reason alone, I knew that Infinity War was going to be better and viewed better, and that's exactly what it is.
I think
I agree with that.
And I think a bad ending for a movie or book matters more than a video game, because a movie or book it like depends a lot more on the story than games do. Some games could I feel like even story based games, they can survive off of really good gameplay. Even I really feel that way. So to me, listen, I've never like played a game and got to the end and have I felt sometimes, oh, that ending sucked. Yeah, but I've never regret playing the game if the ending sucked. If the game sucked, I regret playing it. But I don't believe the only thing that can ruin a game for me is bad gameplay. A bad story can't ruin a game for me. Only bad gameplay. That's just me.
That's funny, because if a game is bad, you won't get to the end.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think
that logic.
And if a story is bad, I can still get to the end of that story. If a game is bad, the gameplay is bad, I can't get to the end of it.
It's a wrap. It was in vain.
So to me, that bad ending it's not that much of a big deal. I think people put a little bit too much weight into it, but that's just me.
Well, like you said, it matters more in a book because of the story, and like we just said, this is a situation and a topic that's generally considered on story-based games, not regular gameplay games.
Yeah, I mean, even like I think about like shows like, like one of the shows that managed to get a good ending. And when we look at like series and TV shows, like getting a good ending is really hard. Like there's only a few shows that pull off a good ending. Like Breaking Bad is one of them, right? And I think it's because when you make a show go on for too long, it's harder to really like wrap it up. Breaking Bad only had 5 seasons. Like that was, I felt like that really helped them to like, bring the story full circle. But when you got shows going like 11, even 7, 8 seasons, you start to get into risky territory. It's hard to be consistent for that long. I don't know how many people watch Lost, but like Lost, the show literally got lost. The show got lost.
And then killed the whole show.
Yep, because the black smoke.
Yeah, and then what it was stupid.
Yeah. I still don't know what that black smoke was at this point.
Somebody brought up a great game, for example. The Witcher 3 had bad gameplay. I agree with that, but the ending was great.
Depending on which 10 you got.
Witcher 3 is a good one. Yeah, the gameplay's bad, but the game had a good
I didn't think the gameplay's bad.
Nah, the gameplay's really bad on that game, and I see why it drove a lot of people away.
Oh,
it was really
All
bad.
right, okay. BG Captain Dog.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Listen. I mean, but hold on. Let me say one thing, Jack. See, the one reason why you may feel like an ending ruins a game is because you still put generally you still put story in front of gameplay as far as importance.
Because like I said, mediocre gameplay, a great story can carry mediocre gameplay. And if you don't believe it, go play Mafia 1, 2, and 3, and then come back to Alta. Easy.
You're really botting.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bottom bad.
Bro, my internet's fucking up, yo. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Reset that router or something.
I already did.
Get on her cell phone.
I don't know,
That's
bro.
That's gonna be even worse.
I don't know,
Might
man.
be a rap, dog.
Yeah,
You
I
got
don't know.
Nothing else in the background, right?
Huh?
You have anything in the background? Like on
Nah.
It's like you good for a while and it goes in and out.
I got a red bar, dog. This shit just ain't working today.
Oh, I got a red ball, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, maybe uninstall Discord and install it again. I don't know. But listen, man, Jack thinks that story is more important than gameplay generally, and I disagree. I think gameplay is 90% of the time always more important.
I think it's equal because the story will carry you through the gameplay.
It depends.
It's like a good balance is needed, in my opinion, to keep me playing.
I could definitely play through a game with a trash story if the gameplay is good. I can't do the other way around. I actually can't. Like, nah, I don't care how good that story is. If the gameplay is an annoyance to play, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna pass on that. So, yeah, that's it as far as that discussion. Anybody else got any input?
People can have disagreements. Not the end of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, and it all stemmed from people. Some people disagreed with Final Fantasy VII's ending. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Well, don't we already know what it is?
No, damn it.
Oh,
People like me.
Technically, you don't. Technically, you don't. But
okay,
it's a slight change.
What you need to buy another game. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, and it's like so. You could just say that 95% of Final Fantasy VII Remake is like literally the exact same thing, but there's a 5% that people are upset about that's pretty different. And I'm like, so you love the game all the way up until the last 5 minutes and suddenly you hated it? I'm like, okay, that's the part that I will get.
I think it just depends on what you expect. Like somebody brought up a good point, like games like Just Cause. Those games is relatively just based off a gameplay because the story is not good at all. For example, I know you don't like this game, BG, but like Destiny, the first Destiny, the story was wrapped in freaking grimoire cards for you to understand what's going on, but the gameplay was really good. Same with to me with Killzone, the story was not that good at all. They couldn't make anything cohesive with the whole franchise, but the gameplay was always great, so it kept you wanting to keep playing each installment of the game. So it really depends on what you actually expect, but I do get everybody's point on it. I don't think anybody's wrong or right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we can move on. So the next topic we're going to touch on is Crytek and this Crysis Remastered coming out on PC, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. So
I'm actually excited for that. I enjoy Crysis 3. I saw a lot of y'all guys didn't like it. I actually like Crysis 2 and 3.
I just feel like it got worse with each game, and
agreed.
I don't think Crysis 2 and 3 were ever like great. They were decent first-person shooters. I don't think they were ever great. Like when people think about it, I don't think anybody has like any super memorable moments with Crysis 2 and 3. Like I honestly can't tell you two scenes besides like that first opening scene when you're in like a train with all the grass, and I think there's trains. You're in like a train station or something like that. I think that was Crysis 3, and they give you, and you got the bow, and I think you crossed the Brooklyn Bridge in 3.
Yep.
That's the only thing I remember about those games. Other than that, like, it wasn't like some great level design or, you know, great first person shooting.
Looks better in the game than in real life.
Yeah, it's like the Legend of Crysis is more about the visuals. The Legend of Crysis became more about the visuals than the gameplay.
You didn't get that cheap shot.
No, I got you. I heard it. You dirtbag. I just ignored it. Yeah, so like it really just became about, can it run Crysis? That's what like the Legend.
That was the always main thing.
The game was better than that though. It wasn't a bad game.
It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't great.
There's never been another open first person shooter like that, where physics and everything can determine everything. Yo, you could straight use speed, right? And dash around enemies so quickly that they would get confused by you and don't even know where you're at as they're shooting at
There
you.
was one game that came close to it. It was Time Shift. I don't know if you remember that for PS3.
Nope.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game actually.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about it running on the Switch though?
It ran on the 360, so it's gonna run the Switch.
It kind of made me wonder, should I take it serious though?
Yeah, same here. It's no longer going to be that benchmark game.
Yeah, like I mean, they're gonna like juice it down a little.
You know, on PC, it'll be mounting things at the highest settings, though.
Well, I hope they're coming out with a new one, since they're coming out with the remaster. A lot of times when they do that, they're coming out with something newer or whatever. But I mean, we're gonna see mad remasters over and over again, especially when next gen is coming in. So
yep.
It's like to be expected at this point. I mean, it's good for like all the fans of Crysis or people who never got a chance to play the whole franchise. But I'm like, yo, I hope y'all are gearing up for a new installment if y'all coming out with all of these remasters.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know, because Crytek has been silent for a long time, and didn't they like have some like real financial crisis like a few years back? Last thing they made was a VR game.
Yeah, but like she said, sometimes when you see that, we're hoping that money is to generate something new.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna buy it. And what they're probably gonna do is make this a lot more optimized for PC. So it probably won't even be like the
PC code is still single thread.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, they don't have a release date yet. So it's probably gonna come out this summer, I think they said. So yeah, we'll buy that, see how good it look, and see what exactly how the remaster looks.
If it's using the same PC code, it's definitely just a remaster then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they probably going to, I hope they tweak stuff for PC, utilize the newer stuff with their engine or something to pull all that coding on. So we can
Bond just ruined my hope by saying that, but I don't know.
By saying what?
It's still using the single thread.
No, the original is. The new one won't.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why like you still can't brute force the game.
Okay, I was like, damn, I thought they would fix that immediately.
So I'll probably beat it over again, get the PC version, see how it runs and everything.
Well, I won't if it's gonna be on Epic.
Nah, it's probably gonna go straight to Steam, I think.
I hope so.
Probably. All right, so moving on from that, so after Smooth had his little breakdown with the Ghost of Tsushima Waypoints last week, I thought he was gonna be the only person to complain, but like people started coming up with like conspiracy theories and stuff for this, saying that it's just like a way for developers to like pad the game time and all this, and I'm like, what? They doing y'all think they doing this to pad game time and make the game longer and everything like that? How about they just want y'all to explore?
Smooth clearly isn't good at games. We know this.
Bon, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. See,
Oh, are you good now? Since
no,
when?
here's the thing. No. See, me preferring waypoints doesn't mean I'm bad at games at all. So the thing is like it's just what I prefer in certain type of games. So
which is every game.
Well, not every game requires it.
This game doesn't require it.
Well, they're saying that, but yet they're gonna have you in the middle of the fucking wilderness just looking at shit.
No, that's not what they ever
I'm
said.
pretty sure they're gonna have some cues for you to pay attention.
Yeah.
I don't mind
It's
using
gonna be
my
cinematic.
brain to pay attention.
Does Final Fantasy VII Remake have waypoints?
Final Fantasy, it has a map. It doesn't have like an actual arrow. It has like a arrow at the top, but not on like the ground. You know, like like Dead Space did, telling you like where to go.
I'm sure they'll give you a map, Smooth. You'll be okay.
I just don't like them making that decision for me. If I didn't want to use waypoints, allow me to turn them off. Don't make the decision for me. You know?
Oh, boo-hoo.
Like,
and you know what? Because of it's like the video I made. Y'all get 99.999% of the games as casual Rudy Poo jabroni bitch ass gamers.
Rudy Poo.
Can we get the 0.01% of the games for hardcore gamers? Y'all, we literally get one game made for us for every 99 made for you, Smooth. If you don't like it, don't play it. But stop ruining all of our fun.
I don't get the whole complaining about the waypoint. If it's something artistically like reasons why they don't want it, so it can kind of be more realistic in somewhere, shape or form for their art that they're trying to display, I have no problem with it. If they want to, I don't like when developers make a game more difficult for the sake of making it more difficult. But if it makes like logic sense, like any type of sense to not have it in it, and I have no problem with it. I just think a lot of people complain about the small little details on certain games opposed to like the overall thing.
And it's a PlayStation game. It's gonna be a damn movie. You don't need a waypoint. Let's just say
here we
what
go.
it is, man. Yeah, I know y'all gonna walk, talk, fight, walk, talk. You don't need no waypoints for that. Might get some cutscenes.
At least in those cutscenes, you can actually play those cutscenes, because this cutscene, then gameplay on your platform that you like.
I mean, it is what it is, man. I know I'm not watching a movie.
Like you're playing in a movie. You can move your character.
Y'all know y'all capping with this movie stuff for PlayStation. If
I'm pretty sure Tsushima don't need a waypoint for the same reason I just said. They're gonna tell you just walk and talk, fight scene, walk and talk, fight scene, walk, turn, fight scene, talk, walk. Yeah, I know the deal. I know the template.
It's a false narrative at this point about PlayStation games being movies. People just run with that so they can try to downplay the great experience. We know them. We know what it is, Jimmy. We know what it is, Jimmy. We get it. We get it.
You play more PlayStation games than any one of us in here.
I don't know about that. I haven't played a PlayStation game in like a year and a half.
I've seen your trophies.
I don't know. Y'all haven't. Like the last good PlayStation game was what, Spider-Man?
You mean by a first-party studio?
I mean, just exclusive for PlayStation.
I mean, technically, you could say timed exclusive Final Fantasy. Technically.
Nah, we not calling Final Fantasy.
It's only on a PlayStation platform right now. It's time.
Yeah, for 1 year.
It's time exclusive.
But besides that, the last one would be Spider-Man. Yeah,
because I'm scared to put Final Fantasy 7 in my PlayStation the way my joint be sounding. So my joint might explode.
You make sure you clean it too.
Nah, I'm just saying, like it be doing that with certain games.
All right, Chief.
Even if it's
cooling
clean,
system
shit does that shit.
Yeah, the cooling system on the Pro is
Trying to be sounding like I'm on a private jet. Like, this movie must gonna be fire.
He loved the movies because he got a whole collection of them.
I try to see what I'm missing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a gamer. I play.
I remember that top-down game called Hatred about shooting schools up and shooting people and mass murdering people. It's coming to Nintendo Switch.
I don't believe that though. I gotta see how they're gonna do that. I gotta see that.
No,
I actually have that game on Steam and I like it, and it's very hardcore.
I just don't get why they decide to come out with a game like that right now. I don't understand.
Well,
I remember that game got banned from streaming it. You weren't even allowed to stream that game at one point.
It's a nice little wholesome game for the Nintendo Switch platform. You know what I'm saying? Nice little wholesome thing.
Nintendo been doing their thing with getting games I wouldn't expect them to have on their platforms.
I feel like it just didn't come across their radar what it is yet, and they might ban it.
No,
I'm wondering.
They know what it is. Though.
They know what it is.
They know what it is.
They trying to get hip, I see. Okay. Ain't mad at you.
They competing.
That's good. That's good.
And they competing with a whole nother demographic, weirdos that like, you know, Animal Crossing and all that weird.
Oh god, with them Animal Crossing.
Nintendo might be becoming the most mature platform. They had dudes having intercourse. I mean, now they got hatred. I don't know what's going on over there.
Dudes having intercourse or animal figures that having intercourse?
Well, you know what I mean. The fact that they had that in their games is kind of crazy to me.
But no, that's not what they were actually doing.
Not in the game. They simulated like that was happening.
Yeah, they put it behind the desk to make it look like that.
Yeah.
Nintendo's got a big incel community. Why are these people sexualizing a kid's game?
I don't know, bro.
Because people are weird and any form, face, effect.
They're like, oh, this is what girls like these days. Is this what girls are into Red Infamy? Let them know. Is this what you're looking for in a man?
No.
You paying attention, Zobi? I know you watch this.
I'm a whole different demographic, so.
That's crazy. Ghost of Tsushima gonna come out before The Last of Us to me though.
I don't think so.
That probably gonna get pushed back too. So
That's getting pushed back. Yeah, that's getting pushed back.
Damn, I was hoping they wouldn't do it.
So Neil Druckmann did say that Naughty Dog is like working hard with Sony to release The Last of Us Part 2 as fast as possible. I still think they frauding about pushing that back. Yeah,
the game's done.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
They want them physical sales.
That's really what you think it is?
I think it's done. Yeah.
I can agree with that because with digital sales, they don't get a chance to actually have a great metric with it. Even though you can have
they get a perfect metric. What the problem is this. The retailers don't want them to sell it digital only. That's the problem.
Yeah, but that too, but they really can't. A lot of times with the digital, for some strange reason, they can't really quantify it the way they want to. On mass, it's a weird topic with digital sales. But yeah, I can see that because of what I just said, and then wanting some physical copies to go out. For sure with their retailers and whatever actual agreements they had with retailers and that money, that revenue stream.
Yeah, I just think their excuse was nonsense. Because I mean, it was just confirmed Final Fantasy 7 sold like almost 3 million in 3 days. So I don't know if that was physical and digital. It might have just been physical.
I was able to get a physical copy, but it's like physical copies are becoming scarce. And I guess people getting their games on release date of physical copies right now. So it's just a lot of different intangibles.
I was about to say, I did see people getting delays on their Final Fantasy physicals.
Yeah, from Amazon and shit.
Yeah, I tried to.
Mine was delayed.
I looked up Final Fantasy 7 the physical on Amazon. The price is gouged. It's like
word?
It's like $90. The regular edition is like $90.
Deluxe is almost $200.
Yeah, the deluxe is I saw it like $188.
Oh, that's crazy.
Amazon been fucking up lately. It's because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, I noticed that with them too.
Oh, sorry, I said that.
Yeah. No, then YouTube is not banning it. YouTube's not banning it no more. As long as they said as long as you're not like using it to like fairmonger or anything like that, they're not banning the word no more.
Oh, yeah.
So we good on that.
They don't want that fake news.
Yeah. So what's up, Missile?
What's up?
Did you have input on any of the previous topics that we spoke about? You were blessed. Y'all want to say anything about that?
What were the previous topics? Because I was like messing with Discord.
Do I even want to explain this to y'all niggas? I don't really feel like it. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really feel like it.
It's a quick rundown.
What a great host.
We talked about can a bad ending ruin a video game? That was the first topic. Yeah, Yeah, that was the main thing we went over. The first thing we went over. Ghost of Tsushima Waypoints. People have a problem with that. Hatred coming to Nintendo Switch, and Naughty Dog trying to get Last of Us out as soon as possible.
Well, as far as that like bad game ending ruining the whole game, I don't think that's even possible. If you enjoy a game for 40 hours and the ending is bad, you still enjoy that game for 40 hours. So
We said ruin the game, not the whole game.
Ruin the
Well,
ending.
I mean, the ending could be bad, but the game was still good.
Uh,
I don't know. It's like
Gears of War 5's ending just shit.
Gears 5 ending is ass. But
Well, I was like, this game's nothing special. that ending definitely put the game straight into the pile of mediocre.
It was flat.
The game
It messed up the game. It definitely hit the game.
Listen,
It hit the game.
Gears 5 ending was like the 90s action movie when the nigga looks into the camera and be like, I'll be back. Like that's what it was. I ain't gonna lie, but
the whole game itself was to me not that intriguing for it to be the fifth installment and them going in a different direction.
No, Gears 5 was a great game though.
Yeah,
that was a great game. We can't
and it hurt.
Gears 5 was a great game.
I won't put it on great. I say it's a good game, but like I had a lot of problems. I had a lot of problems with the story.
I had a problem.
I don't know why I hate me. I just
the
PC version like
the PC version I seen was really good, but playing it on Xbox, I had so many bugs. It was crazy.
There is multiple PC problems too. Like textures wouldn't load.
Yeah,
I was playing
on Xbox.
I was playing co-op, and the person I was playing with had no sound at one point.
Yeah, don't talk about co-op.
Well,
that was really
that
bad.
the
like it shit was.
Well, that was the first time I actually didn't have a problem with a Windows version of a game. That's why all their games should be on Steam, though.
Oh nah, yo, the game crashed. The game crashed multiple times. The last act, during that quote unquote choice thing.
Yeah.
It crashed, and we had to restart the entire act twice.
Wow.
Twice.
Yeah,
that shit like that shit's.
And you couldn't see certain cutscenes if you wasn't a specific character. I was like, what?
Well, that was made like that because
that's dumb.
I don't have a problem.
No, it's
that's dumb.
That's not an error. It was actually made. Like I thought that was actually cool.
I said that is dumb. I said that was bad development to me.
But why was it bad development? That's actually it's
because why in the hell do I have to play the game all over again if I wasn't a character because I wanted to play co-op with my friends? I can't get a goddamn cutscene to look at.
It's not even no. It's not a cutscene. It's a moment. It's an in-game segment that you see. You see from if you're playing Dell, you see what he's seeing, and if you're playing Kate, you see what she's actually seeing. It wouldn't make sense to make Dell see that shit. He's not going through it. She is.
It's kind of. It's like
not needed.
It's like Dead Space 3. It's like Dead Space 3 when the person I guess playing as Isaac was seeing shit, but the co-op person wasn't seeing shit. It's kind of like okay, the person like playing as Isaac like I'm seeing some crazy shit. It's like
yeah, but when you playing as Kate, there's that's the main protagonist in the damn game that you need to see. Like that's what I'm talking about. I could see with the other little side people, but the main character, I just thought that wasn't needed. I'm sorry. It was, in my opinion, that was bad to me.
Yeah. Yo, what ending did y'all pick for Gears 5? Like, what ending did y'all pick?
They're both the same. It's just kill one character, kill the other.
I mean, it is the difference between seeing Marcus's reaction. That's all it really is.
Cry about my kid or another nigga got killed.
Listen, I definitely bodied Dell.
I bodied Dell.
Bro,
Marcus already
I'm
lost
so
his
against
wife.
that. I like.
He lost his best
he was
friend.
rocking with me. Nah, listen. He believed in me, so I rocked with him.
You can't let Marcus's kid die.
Hell yeah, let his ass die.
Marcus has already lost everybody in his life. Why would you do that?
And his wife, his mom, dude.
Bruh.
Like
his father, his best friend. He's lost everybody.
Wait,
he's gonna lose an extra person, his son.
Wait, what's Marcus's son's name, bro?
JD.
Bro, I did not like that character.
He's like a fake Nathan Drake.
I like Dell more, so I'm like when
Dell was rocking with her and believed in her. That's
BG,
why
I need you to check your Twitter real quick. Go into the.
That's when I finished the game with my co-op partner. I'm like, yo, why you pick that? I'm like, yo, what the.
Yeah, I totally.
You pick the worst character to let live. I
These
don't
dudes
give a
are
fuck about
weirdos.
that man's family.
Do you guys see that tweet? Oh my god!
Out.
Put
But-
that on screen for these Nintendo clowns.
I retweeted it.
What
Oh
happened,
god.
Nintendo? What happened with Nintendo this time?
They just put out a really weird tweet in the DMs.
That is wild.
I retweeted it. Y'all can check my account.
You know,
But-
speaking of which, Nintendo fans retweeting. So, let's talk about low tier God.
That guy's funny, but
So
What do you do this time?
he fucked
So
up,
low
bro.
tier God was what is the politically correct word I'm supposed to use for this?
What?
Man to woman, whatever.
Mansplained? I don't know. What are you
He was
talking about here?
fighting a person that was a man that now identifies as a woman.
Okay.
Oh,
Online?
oh, that.
Online,
Street
yep.
Fighter 5?
Yep.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you know how low tier God gets. He
Uh-huh.
was like, you know what? You're just doing this for clout. If you're really real about it, you just split the sausage and chop off the hot dog. he was wilding out. So the crazy thing is you know you got all these dudes like sexually harassing women, beating up their wives, N-word this, N-word that on stream. None of these dudes get banned from any of these events, right?
Mhm.
And low tier God has done enough to get banned easily. Never been banned, but this was the straw that broke the camel's back right here when he went up against the G Mafia. Now they banned him. So
Well, honestly-
now the other person, the person that now identifies as a woman, was like mentally distraught. You know, I'm depressed. I can't believe this is happening. Thanks for the support. And then guess what happened next? People dug up videos on whatever the person, and the person's using the N-word.
Oh man.
And now the person's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
This
we know.
isn't me. I'm not." I'm like, you know, this is some bull crap, yo.
Yeah, because he's black.
That's crazy.
Like it's
You know,
black.
that the
It's-
person was never sorry. They were depressed, and they couldn't believe they were being treated this way. But then when they get called up on it, oh, that wasn't me. I'm so sorry. I grew up in New York. It's a product. I miss me with that bull crap.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm surprised LTG hasn't gotten banned before, bro.
Yeah,
Have you ever
exactly.
seen like a stream highlights of like the funny
Oh
shit
my
he says?
God,
Like he
yeah.
is an asshole.
When
bro.
did they
He
ban
is
him
a
from
whole
Twitch?
asshole.
No, they banned him from EVO in all tournaments.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is he's done enough to be banned before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 10
But
times over.
But they
dog.
only
Like,
banned him now because he said something about the G Mafia.
I mean, listen, the Alphabet Boys Mafia is like the most dangerous, mafia there is kind of around. They're the most powerful. Like,
Yeah, but you know, the other person's throwing around the N-word on stream and everything, no repercussions. Now people retweeted Evo, and Evo directly commented, yes, this person, low tier guy, will not be allowed at any of our events, he's banned. So then people started retweeting when the other person was throwing out racial slurs, and you know what Evo was doing? Blocking them. So
they don't want that smoke.
yeah, so now people are saying, yo, if you black, don't go to Evo. Don't support Evo.
well,
Evo has a clear double standard. They will not let you talk about the G Mafia, but you can throw as
That would
many
be very interesting.
you
if
can
a
throw
lot of
as
black
many
people do
ends
not
as you
go.
want as it is, and Evo's cool with it. They have a competition policy that how you have to act a certain way and respectful, whether you're online, offline, Twitch, anywhere. But apparently that doesn't apply when you call black people the N-word.
Oh, it's always like that.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said if people actually stick to their guns, black people, if y'all stick to your guns, okay, and don't support it, because most of, as far as the FGC period, and as far as esports and the most competitive, I would say, in esports, I don't care what anybody say, and has always shown a really dope culture and made things hype to esports, has always been the fighting game community. And the fighting game community is predominantly Black and Hispanic. And if you're saying that y'all don't want to look into, y'all want to demonize him for what he did and not demonize the other person and treat it as equal, then you're showing that you are playing favoritism and you're actually being prejudiced as well too.
Agreed.
So,
And you know what the crazy thing is, though? Here's the even crazier thing. You got beyond people just throwing around racial slurs. I be hearing like sexual assault and stuff be going on in these tournaments.
oh yeah,
Girls getting drugged and stuff in these hotels and things.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
There's been a lot of things in the FGC. Even somebody I knew, I was like, and I found like I got contacted. It was like, did this person ever did anything to you? That was actually molesting people, like as they go to sleep and go creeping up into their hotel rooms and touching them. And I was like, what? Like it's there's a lot of things as far as even within that scene that happens. That should just be kind of like looked into. But as far as with the FGC in entirety, you cannot go ahead and say, okay, this person can't do this. And like you was mentioning, there's been players that have abused people physically, done
infiltration.
all kinds of stuff. And then infiltration
He beat his wife,
alone.
Right?
Infiltration pulled a Revenge Ultra on his wife.
And then they get accepted to go and be the star and the face on a huge platform. And this other person didn't physically do anything to someone. Not saying what that person did is right. No. But how can y'all play favoritism when y'all want to? And then, of course, we are definitely going to bring out the race card because we see it's only happening to that one group of people. Like that makes no sense.
Not all things are equal, and unfortunately, we know about it.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah,
that's not cool, Evo, at all.
And the fact that Evo was blocking people.
Yeah, that's
they gave him a perma ban,
that's
like
all tournaments. And you know what really fucks me up? They're like, oh, it's okay. The person's name is Sarah Blast. Like, oh, it's okay, Sarah. We forgive you. Everybody has. I'm like, whoa, hold up.
It's always the white people. It's always the white people on Twitter that forgive. It's always.
So somebody's racist to us, right? Shouldn't it be us who says you're forgiven? No.
You know that's always confusing.
White people.
That's always how it is on Twitter.
Could you imagine me forgiving like Nazis for what they did to Jewish people?
Exactly.
That's what I'm like, yo, y'all got some nerve. I would look crazy, but like, you know what, Nazis? I forgive you for the Holocaust. Yeah, I know y'all are regretful. You are forgiven, bro. You know how stupid I would look.
But it's very interesting when you see someone, of course, that want to claim or whatever y'all say, the alphabet crew, and want to be accepted for so-called being different or not in accordance, and y'all want to be accepted, but then turn around and be racial. I really don't. I see that a lot. I've encountered that a lot. I'm like, but you're gay and want to be accepted, but you being racial, calling people niggas, and
that's why I tell them fools. That's why I tell them fools, don't compare your struggle with our struggle. Don't try to use that shit when it's convenient for you. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Like, I hate when they do that bullshit, yo.
Yeah,
that's just how human.
I can't choose to not be black. Like I just can't.
I don't like that. I don't like when they try to like equalize the struggle. Like, not that it's the struggle Olympics, but bro, it's not equal. Like black people were literally getting like persecuted and hung for their skin color. Like like my nigga, you could at least hide that you're gay.
And it's nothing in past tense. This is present and is going to be future. So it's not like something was last year, 2 years ago. It's stuff still happening now. And you want to tell me that we're equal on the same like stuff? Hell no. So like,
honestly, this shit, it's not even just being equal. It's just being aware of other people's plights and shit. Like, don't be disrespectful just because it's not your plight. That's how human beings are. They'd be like, oh, I don't have to deal with this, but you have to respect what I have to deal with. It's like, bro, just respect everything.
I'm like that when it comes to gaming.
Look, the bottom line is the world has already told us that a population of people that are a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a percent are more valuable than black people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just
Yep.
that's just cursed.
All right.
And that's the truth.
No.
That's what we see as far as what's being presented to us in all these different accounts.
And speaking of which, we got one more story. You see that dumbass white girl on Instagram with her boyfriend?
Oh,
Yeah, the one.
Oh my god! Yeah.
No, what happened?
Now she's sorry. She's
did you see-
finding
did you-
God.
Did you see
Yeah,
what
she-
she wrote? I was
Yeah.
like,
The blacks.
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happened?
So pretty much this girl and her boyfriend made a racist video, pretty much pushing black stereotypes. Like, you ever seen one of those videos where, like, okay, they'll be
it's a
like,
TikTok.
yeah, they'll be like, okay, they'll put like a piece of paper and they'll write Jamaican on it, and traits of Jamaican, they'll like pour water up on it, like I don't know, has like 5 girlfriends, has like 5 jobs, eats oxtails and stuff like that, like traits, right? They'll pull traits on it.
Said traits, though.
And
That is DNA.
it's like when you customize on your Dark Souls character, like pretty much like that, right?
All right, word.
And then so they wanted to be racist, so they wrote niggers on a white on a paper, and they did
On
stuff
TikTok?
like
Yeah,
on TikTok,
yeah,
and they said stuff like, don't know their dads,
Don't have a father.
don't have jobs, don't make good decisions, stuff like that.
Bruh, they did that on a public platform.
Yeah, they're dumb.
Oh,
And
And
they were shocked.
the one kid's a wrestler in college.
Yeah, and
oh yeah, they can't graduate.
his
now,
his
'cause
scholarship
Yeah,
is
I know.
gone.
The endorsement is going.
So
Yeah,
what's that?
What is,
this-
bro? Do
This
people
girl
think?
had aired them out saying y'all have racial students at y'all school. And
Yeah,
she-
another student, right?
Yeah.
another
Yep.
student, and she did that, and then the girl wanted to say she's sorry, and I was just surprised on what she specifically said. I said, oh wow.
Yeah, the funniest thing about it though was
You said the
she
truth.
was all like, what did she say? You guys ruined my life about getting into of my college life, my
She
work
said, no,
life.
she said,
And then, but hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. But then she's like, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Me and my boyfriend are making OnlyFans.
she's that was the new thing.
fucking
Oh,
God.
so that's what that was about then.
That was the new thing, because before she was like, please don't tell my
Oh my-
college. But I'm like, your college already knows.
Your
Like,
college knows.
I just-
Her and her,
Well,
her and her boyfriend about to make the OnlyFans
yeah,
now.
they got
They
expelled.
about to get paid.
They got
watch.
expelled in. First of all,
Oh,
how
yeah,
you
they
get
gonna get
expelled?
paid.
Probably like while you're not in school. That's funny.
Yeah.
You got expelled while you're not in school, and it was their senior year, so they was about to graduate and got expelled.
Oh, they was done.
Bruh,
Yeah, that was a senior year.
Yeah.
I cannot
Dumb.
understand how like human beings. It amazes me how stupid people can be, bro.
No,
Doesn't amaze me.
It doesn't amaze me
That
at
shit is
all.
wild. Like, bruh. I don't know, bro.
Well, yeah. Yeah. We can get back to gaming now. So
Jesus
we've heard a lot about this Batman game that we've been waiting forever for. The newest word on it is that it's a soft reboot Batman game.
Yeah, I said this a while ago.
Yeah.
Connecting the universe.
Yeah, I personally don't care at this point. We've been waiting like it feels like 6 years.
I don't want another Batman game.
Bro, they said it's gonna be
Move on to
co-op.
a different character.
That's trash.
Yeah, like you get to play as the Bat family, pretty much.
Oh, this is the one that's made by Eidos
Montreal.
Montreal.
Oh,
yeah.
so this ain't Rocksteady? This isn't
Nah,
Rocksteady?
it's not them, but it's free people. The people who made Origin.
Okay, Origins, all right.
Yeah, same people.
It's the what you call it game. They teased it like last year, didn't they? It's like it deals with the Court of Owls.
Yeah, man. I don't really care at this point. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I've never seen like how you tease it on Twitter, and then we like months later we still don't know nothing about it. Like what
Yeah, I
are
don't
y'all
know
doing over there, Chief? Oh no, Chief.
I don't care until they show something. Origins was yeeks, so I don't really care until they actually show something that's actually good.
All right. Okay.
Bond?
What's up?
So what's this about like your Animal Crossing hate? I get it that like adults play Animal Crossing, but
I don't hate Animal Crossing. I hate adults that try to sexualize children's games.
Okay, but do you think any adult should play Animal Crossing?
I
Any
mean,
adult?
yeah, adults can play it, but adults should not be sexualizing a kid's game.
All right, that's understandable. Understandable.
That's my beef with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not really a beef with the game. That's a beef with social reject incels.
Yeah.
Would you ever play the game yourself?
No.
Okay.
It's not type of game or not type.
So I got a question about the PS5. Is it an issue for Sony and the PlayStation if the PlayStation 5 happens to be the same price as the Xbox Series X, knowing that at this point the Xbox Series X is, at least on paper, the more powerful machine?
Yep, as it was with Xbox in 2013.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. If it's a problem, then it should be a problem now. So what if it's the same exact price?
It should be a problem, but Microsoft's brand equity is so in the shitter right now, it's not going to be a problem.
Damn, my man used the stock term, brand equity.
I mean, Microsoft
So
will
they get
never.
a pass? They get a pass?
They don't get a pass.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying it's not going to matter.
In the grand scheme of sales, he means like it's not gonna make Xbox win next gen all of a sudden. Like that shit's not gonna happen. But yeah, that does suck though. If that were true, I would want that shit to be cheaper if it's less powerful.
No, but they got the SSD, bro. It's the SSD.
Super fast
SSD.
And the controller got fucking Alexa built in, bro.
You said Alexa. My thing is that it needs to all boil down to what am I doing on the console that equates to the price.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't equate to the price, as far as like if Xbox have, of course, just like how the Xbox One X, of course it is superior to the Pro, but the Pro gave out content that made it superior over the Xbox One X. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think that the PS5 should be the same price as the Series X if on paper it's saying, okay, I'm more powerful and these parts cost this amount, so it should be this price. But yet in the PS5, those parts don't add up to what y'all saying to make that price. Then no, I don't think it should be the same price. That wouldn't be logic to me.
Yeah.
So pretty much no matter what, even if Sony like is at a disadvantage, they'll still be at they'll still be winning next gen.
Yeah, like
bro.
That's my thing.
Unless they like literally make that thing $1,000 at launch, that's like the only way I could see like
them losing.
They
losing market share and shit.
They beat Microsoft with a $600 console.
No, they didn't, Bonds.
Yes,
you have broken memory, bro.
The
PlayStation 3 was not $600 for the whole 8 years that it was like popping.
First of all, can I finish?
No, because you're selling
Is there a man I can speak to here, please?
History.
Let me
go ahead, Bond. Go ahead, Bond.
Like I said, they beat Microsoft launching, pay attention, Smooth, a $600 console an entire year later. They literally blew off both their legs and chopped their dick off and still beat Microsoft in the end.
I wouldn't consider that a win.
Oh yeah, keep in mind that was
they won when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One came out, and plus PlayStation 3 was still in.
No, they had already out.
Think about the gap. Hold on, the whole entire gap.
You don't need to talk about gaps.
I'll
let you talk. I'll let you talk. Okay, so the Xbox 360 was also in less territories than the PS3, and without Japan, Japan's done, right? The gap, the overall ending gap as of today between the PS3 and Xbox 360 is what, 1 or 2 million worldwide. So that means worldwide, y'all need PlayStation needed every continent that it's in. And the 360 for whatever continent is in, where the 360 won at, where it was competitive, it blew freaking the PS3 out. The gap here in North America, it's like freaking 20 million.
Like it still outsold it. What argument?
No, it outsold it when it didn't matter anymore. Who cares at that point?
No, it did matter because it was still in the generation for it to still matter. It wasn't like they won when the PlayStation 4 came out.
It was around that time. It was like close to it.
No, it was not. No, it was not around that time.
It was
when
after
it
Last of Us. It was after Last of Us came out.
Yeah,
Smooth.
Yeah, around there.
Smooth. What console won? The Super Nintendo or the Genesis?
Super Nintendo, I think.
Wrong by your definition, because the Super Nintendo didn't outsell the Genesis until late when it didn't matter when there are new consoles.
Well, that question is null and void. I don't really.
No, it's not. You killed yourself.
Semantics, like on paper, it is what it is. That's it.
We got first place. PS3 got second place, and 360, as your old general calls it, was the bitch of the industry.
Smooth. You also have to keep in mind that they were counting refurbished consoles.
No, were they counting refurbished games too? Then why wasn't there? Why wasn't that reflected in the software sales in the game?
That's not my point. I'm just saying.
But no,
I'm saying if you're
all right. So by your logic, right? Because the failure rate, because these guys are selling this bullshit ass logic, right?
Revisionist history. Smooth. You're not gonna say that.
Numbers don't lie.
So you're telling me pretty much the realistic numbers for the 360 is pretty much the Xbox One's current numbers, right? That's what you're saying?
No.
Hold on.
Wasn't the failure rate about like 50% though?
Hold on. I won't say no. That was like the beginning. It was like 66% failure rate, but after a while, like the Elite or whatever, didn't have that problem. But I'm saying like, I would account that to like. What, like maybe 10% of their sales of
because they were breaking
at least 10%.
Yeah, so I don't understand why. Like
that also
let's be real. That was factoring in as far as on those sales was those refurbished Xbox that was getting sold, and other times when people had to buy more.
Yeah, I don't know one person that only. I don't know one person.
Say that.
I don't know one person that only owned one 360.
I don't know one person that owned one
PlayStation 3.
I only owned one PlayStation 3.
I know several people. I know many people, including myself. I owned about 5 PlayStations this entire gen. Come on.
Because of it breaking, or because you wanted to keep selling and then repurchasing it back?
I'm not the only one, but do that and multiply it by hundreds of thousands of people. It's the same,
But Smooth, we're saying off of something that was faulty on the company, not because of your choice.
Yeah,
like there's a difference. That's all I'm saying. Is there a difference? Yes, it's the same number, but there's a difference when your company came out with a faulty system, and I had to goddamn put my system in a fucking blanket and do all kind of stupid shit.
The blanket tech was hilarious.
And then I had to go out. I wasn't doing that stupidness no more, so I had to actually go out and get another Xbox, and then I had to trick it to do three rings because it was 2.
I never understood the blanket tech. Someone explain the science to me. The blanket tech.
Thermal paste had to heat up a certain way, just like how with a freaking computer. Like that
revolutionary.
Yo, that shit worked a little bit.
It did.
I heard
like
success
a week.
Stories, but then
for a week.
Bottom line, my point is this: Sony blew off half the legs and still beat Microsoft. It's impossible for Microsoft to beat Sony. There's no way
they would have to get a lot of talent. They would have to get some dope ass talent.
Without Sony fucking themselves over, there is no way.
And another thing is, like, I think Sony and Nintendo both said it. They each possess developers that can sell 1 million+ copies in all 3 regions, from Europe to North America to Japan. Microsoft doesn't have any presence.
That's why I said talent. That's why I said it doesn't. We have seen through the test of time, you can have the most powerful system, and I'm not even talking about Xbox. We've seen what other companies did. They win? No. It's like all the different companies that had the most powerful system, they did not win because they did not have the talent to put that as far as that superiority with their hardware to test. I'm just saying.
But if we're being real though, the Series X rollout has been amazing.
Nobody disagrees with that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, their marketing is great.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about
PS5 looking kind of spooky right now?
But no, hold on. What about this?
Yeah.
What about
as far as the rollout goes?
I don't think that's gonna affect. That's not gonna make Sony.
That's not gonna affect
the thing.
The pre-hype that
terrible
it has
rollout.
Already.
What about this limited supply? What can that do? Would that really hurt them as far as like?
No. You know why?
Not even a limited supply.
I would imagine that would hurt both
No,
of
that's
them.
gonna
Look
hurt
at the
They
Switch.
get their
The Switch had a limited supply at first, and it didn't hurt them.
Y'all acting like you just started gaming. The PS2 and PS3 both had limited supplies as well.
And they didn't do good in the beginning.
I'm just playing devil's
but you know what I'm also saying? They're probably purposely doing it like they always do.
Artificial.
Yep.
Artificial.
Wouldn't put it past them.
Don't
Can
they
y'all
have their?
imagine not getting a PS5 day one?
I'm not getting it day one.
I'm not
Well, I'm
getting
talking
it day
about
one
because
either.
like, it's all sold out.
Yo, it says you could get one day one. That's the thing.
I'm getting day one and selling one of them, gouging up that price on eBay.
Wow, dude.
Jack, tell him why I'm not getting one day one, Jack.
Is Jack here?
Jack not here no more.
Left, didn't he?
Yeah,
Jack,
his mic not working.
I never
Yeah,
really
his
get
internet.
the first batch of systems.
Listen, I'm okay with being a beta
Yeah,
tester
me
for
nei-
consoles.
me neither.
I'm fine with being a
I'm
beta
trying to
tester.
do what BG doing. I ain't gonna even hold you. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I might do what BG is
I'm
doing.
getting
though. I
two of them
might-
things. They're gonna be a
I'm
limited
trying to get like
supply.
4.
I'm gonna put that thing up on eBay for at
Yeah, I
least.
might be
double-
slinging. I
double
might
my
be
joint.
slinging
That's
PS5.
fine. Sony don't have the bangers until like 2-3 years after. I'll just wait 3 years, dog.
Nah, you wildin'.
Hey, Spider-Man
said
2
3.
coming
Hey,
out in 2021.
Two years, dog. At least 2 years. That's usually their.
I don't know if that's gonna happen now
What they call
because
it.
I mean cross-gen going into you have Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2 already going, and no, that's still from this gen.
Oh, I'll
up.
play that on my PS4.
Waiting is for peasants.
Facts.
Big facts.
That's cool, but I don't know what you're gonna play, bro.
Nah, you
You're
wild.
gonna get new
It doesn't
hardware.
matter if I got
Not
nothing to play. I got it in my house.
It doesn't matter.
I got something in my. I got it in my house though.
Oh, word!
So
Just like
worry
you had
about
that
what I'm
Switch in
playing.
your house, and you were like, "Yo, this shit ain't doing nothing."
Don't
Let
worry
me
about
sell
what I'm
this
playing,
shit."
Chief. Just know I got one and you don't.
Bruh,
Oh,
didn't
man.
you say you got a Switch, and then you're like, "Yo, this is just this is a dust collector, bro. Let me throw this shit out."
Listen.
You
the
did the same.
Every
you're not gonna do it
PlayStation
for PlayStation
console.
though. I know
Every
the vibe.
PlayStation console is an investment. Okay.
Okay.
It's an investment because
Isn't buying a Switch an investment as well? 'Cause, I mean,
it's
games
not
change.
guaranteed. No, because they were this. I think the Switch has bigger gaps than any other platform.
Well, yeah.
I think
because it
Nintendo
doesn't-
platforms have bigger gaps than any other platform.
That's because it's third parties anemic.
You really sound like an Xbox fan now, talking about PlayStation's an investment.
PlayStations are absolutely listen. The PlayStation console is the one thing you can always bet. You don't know when it's gonna come, but something that them bangers is gonna come. You just don't know when. So it's an investment no matter how you look at it, whether it's the first year, second year, third. It's on its way.
So that shit gonna be collected dust for the first year. I feels that.
Hey,
No.
bro.
I don't see that this generation. I just don't.
Like,
I mean, I'm saying that even for both. I just don't.
You think it's gonna have like a strong first year?
No, Sony never has a strong first year.
I mean, we got that
saying. I don't see it.
Godfall. That Godfall gonna save him.
This is what I'm saying is.
I mean,
different.
Godfall
I'm
is on
saying
PC
this-
as well. If I wanted to play it, I'll just play it on PC.
This time, I'm just saying it's different, just because of how they're transferring into the 9th generation. That's why I'm saying this, because the 2 end games is coming out. They actually could have just saved that for PS5, to be honest. So that's why I'm saying that, because for whatever they finish and what they're close to being finished with, when it goes actually gold, we don't know what those other teams have been working on so far.
Last question.
Like-
Okay, y'all saying a limited supply won't really hurt it that much. Now, what if it's delayed though? Which is a possibility.
That would hurt it.
I don't
But
think
I still don't think it'll hurt it on both of them. I still don't think it'll hurt neither
If
one of them.
something's in limited supply, people will look for it frantically.
Yeah, that's
If
like
something's
right
not
now.
If something's not available, they will go to an alternative, a substitute.
Like, it didn't hurt Nintendo when they had their, when there was a limited supply at first. It did not hurt them at all.
Oh, yeah, about limited supply. Like the Switch and the PS4 have been selling out like crazy because of this quarantine or whatever. And I know somebody told me they had a friend that bought a Switch for, what was it, $500.
They smoking.
$500 for a base Switch.
Oh, he's
Now-
smoking.
Just because
he's smoking
it was hard to
dicks. He
find.
wildin'.
My PayPal is.
Yeah, I'll sell my Switch right now for $500. With Smooth's approval.
Somebody would buy it. Somebody would definitely buy it.
With
Yeah,
Smooth's
somebody
approval.
would buy it right now. Yep.
Shoot, I could sell my
We're
Mario
Smooth. Why would you?
edition
Why would you sell it to
$800.
Smooth? Doesn't
No,
he already have it?
I won it off a bet from Smooth, and the contingent is I can't sell unless he approves of it.
I thought he gave you permission to do it already, though.
Did you Smooth? I forgot.
To BG.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bon. How much you want for that?
500.
Oh, you wildin'.
You just changed the price like
Nah, we good. I'll wait.
500 is a smooth price right now.
Nah,
Hey,
I'll
BG,
wait.
You're not finding it though.
BG,
Hey,
when
man.
you get your Switch again, are you gonna play Animal Crossing on it?
Stop this. I
No,
like
for
go-
real, for real.
Do I look like I have a criminal record?
BG would definitely.
So I got a criminal record because I got Animal Crossing.
Oh, you're a woman. It's okay.
BG would definitely get addicted to
Wow.
that game, dog.
She said, wow.
But you married BG, so you might have to get it.
Exactly.
Nah, my wife don't even know that game exists. I'm trying to keep it that way.
Nah, yo, BG
okay,
would get
she gets
addicted to
involved
that
with
game,
it.
bro. He get
Nah,
addicted.
like listen, all I see
I feel
dudes do on like talk about this game on Twitter is like
Yeah.
selling turnips on the black market. Like that's all
Yeah,
I see dudes
Yeah.
doing.
That's
Like
right
yo,
up
I
your
got
alley,
like yo, I got
Brooklyn.
them turnips, my guy. Yo, come through, bro. Come through my island. I got them turnips. So like y'all niggas peddling turnips.
Yeah, that's that. Yo, Animal
low-key
Crossing is
lit.
real
It's
out
low-key
here.
lit.
They be going to other people's islands and stealing shit, bro. Like that shit.
So Animal Crossing cutthroat is what you're saying. All right, bro. You
Right.
got
Yeah,
it.
it's the most. It's the most
low-key.
pretty. It's the most like happy looking cutthroat game, dog.
All right, y'all got it, man.
Oh, wait, did you not hear about what Kofi and Nova were doing
What?
with the turn up prices?
They're
What were they
ripping off kids.
No, what the fuck? No, like Nova had like crazy prices on his turnips, and they were charging people to go to his island and fucking sell their turnips because they were making mad bank off of it. So there would be like a percentage of 250K per person to sell their turnips.
So he was hiring people to sell his product.
Kofi was the bodyguard, dog. He was like, yo, I got the money. All right, word, come through.
Yo, y'all niggas is really
Yeah,
doing-
that shit was funny as hell.
Right.
So y'all getting street level hustlers to sell y'all products and cutting them in. Okay, all right, man.
Yo, bro, it's a lucrative business.
I ain't mad at it. I got a speaking of that, I got a code for drug dealer simulator. That's what that sounds like.
That's a real game.
I keep
Yeah, it's a real
seeing
game.
this everywhere.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's drug dealer simulator. It's a real thing.
This is
Oh,
wild.
yo, Drug dealer simulator.
Y'all wild. Well, all
Hey, yo,
right,
BG.
Yo.
What was your thing about the whole Last of Us like coming out as soon as possible? What was your thoughts on it?
It was just that Naughty Dog is working with Sony to release Last of Us as quick as possible, and I just don't believe the whole thing, whatever Sony's reason they stated for like delaying it is. I'm just not buying it because we still got other games that are coming out right now, other major releases. They're not getting delayed or anything like that.
Yeah.
People are telling me, oh, those games went gold months ago. I'm like, Final Fantasy only went gold like in the middle of March. That was like in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I'm just not buying these excuses. There's other games that are gonna come. If any other major game comes out after The Last of Us and goes gold, there's no excuse.
There's no excuse. Yeah.
Ghost is definitely getting delayed though. Ghost of Tsushima, that's definitely getting delayed.
Logically, I mean, if y'all don't have enough supply for The Last of Us, I don't see how you would have enough for Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost, exactly.
Yeah, that shit gonna
Especially
get
because
delayed,
of
bro.
those especially those collector's editions too.
Yeah,
Bro, I feel like they're gonna cave and release it digitally. I feel like they have to.
they should.
I don't know.
But,
that
yeah, I
kinda,
mean, they should.
That,
They definitely
Just-
should.
that messes up the revenue stream unless they already got their money already off of physical account. Then with that.
And they know what they got to do.
They know what they gotta do.
All right. Streets of Rage comes out April 30th. This month.
I can't wait.
I'm kind of
It's
disappointed.
on
in
Game
this.
Pass, bro.
I can't wait.
And you know why
it is what?
you know why I'm disappointed about this game?
Why?
Online is 2-player, offline is 4-player.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
bull crap.
You serious? I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Crazy.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Unless I heard wrong, that's what I read.
I didn't know that.
Wild.
Trying to get
They,
that.
they probably give like a bullshit like reason, like latency or something. Maybe it's peer to peer and they don't actually have servers or something. They're like, oh.
Servers.
They give like a BS reason.
It is an indie titles, so I don't know.
Hmm.
That still doesn't make sense because I've seen other indie titles that have 4. It's not like it's pushing out a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm upset now.
Yeah.
The game
Thanks,
is
Vaughn.
fire.
Killed the hype.
The game is still fire.
Yeah.
And then you even could get the old as far as the sprites and everything. So I thought it was dope and all the old characters.
A whole bunch of like voice actors died this week. Like a whole
Facts.
bunch. The dude who did Reno's voice in Final Fantasy VII remake died. The dude who did Leon's voice in the original.
How he let the C virus get him?
Was that what killed him though?
You know it was.
I don't think some of them was,
I didn't know it was revealed.
Well, Leon's original voice actor died, and there was another guy that died.
Days Gone.
Yeah.
I think the Peruvian voice or something like that.
Yeah, of Deacon died.
Yo, Deacon died?
No, the Portuguese or
The voice
Peruvian voice actor version of him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The voice actor. The voice actor.
The voice actor. Yeah, not the English voice actor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like damn, like all these voice actors dying.
Were they all caused by different means, or
I don't know.
They didn't really.
Yeah, they didn't get into that.
That joint, that's crazy to me. Like how you could like a game could be released and then a voice actor for it dies like just like a week after. That's crazy to me.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, as Jack Move would say, shout out to them.
Rest. Jesus.
No, Jack Move doesn't say rest in peace when niggas die. Jack Move says shout out to them.
I know that's I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah.
But
That's how they do it in Memphis. They say shout out to them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, in all seriousness, are you guys hyped for Ghosts? Like honestly, are y'all really hyped for that game?
Can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
I look forward to it.
Samurai story, so
I think that's the only game that has a possibility to trump Final Fantasy VII as game of the year for me.
Really? Not Last of Us 2?
If it comes out this year, maybe.
I'm more interested in Ghosts because it's a new game.
Me
and
too.
I like Sucker Punch, so
yeah.
Bro, that gameplay looks so stiff though. Like it's not it's not gonna top Sekiro. It's just not.
It's not the same gameplay type as Sekiro, so I don't have
I know, but it's
I don't see the
wait,
problem.
I gotta understand his logic. You said that the gameplay seems stiff.
Yeah, it looks very stiff. It just looks like like I don't
But you do know how samurais fight, right?
Well, I played Sekiro and I seen how fluid that was. So going to this stiff.
Yeah, it's just that.
But that's how historically samurais fight like that.
Yeah,
it seems like
it's just that like video games have kind of like brainwashed people and like into people into how like samurais and like ninjas actually fought, and it's not all this high flying backflip gymnastic shit. That's not how it actually is, and this is like a realistic take. So
it reminds me
going off a historical event.
It reminds me like a grounded Witcher 3 combat. Like more grounded, like not like all the fancy like
potions
and
spinning
and not all the fancy spinning and like foot things or whatever.
Why does that weirdo from Witcher even fight like that? I find it so stupid.
Because he's a G, dog.
Geralt.
Don't question this gangster, bro.
Okay.
Hey Bond, I thought you didn't tolerate Witcher slander.
I don't really care. BG doesn't have good taste in games. You already know that.
It's cap.
Oh man,
my taste in games is immaculate.
RPG guy
don't
who
like
doesn't
Doom
like
Eternal.
Doesn't like Doom. Doesn't like Persona. Doesn't like The Witcher.
Don't like Doom.
Doom
I'm surprised
Eternal.
BG doesn't like Persona. Like
Doom
I feel like
Eternal
BG
is
would love
definitely a
Persona,
top 5
honestly.
this gen, though. Doom is the best shooter this gen, free.
Easily.
Free.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't like Doom. That's different.
Yeah, real quick question. That The Last Dance is coming on ESPN. It's not like ABC or Netflix, correct?
I think it's on.
It's
I was just
ESPN,
about to talk about.
Yes, ESPN.
All right.
Okay. What else we got? So there were like a bunch of false leaks that came out this week of Bloodborne, Days Gone, and a whole bunch of other PlayStation exclusives.
That shit was hilarious, dog.
Getting PC listings on, I think it was on Amazon France, and Sony confirmed that none of this is true. They even like it was such a troll. They even had. There was a listing for PlayStation 5 coming to PC. I kid you not. It literally said PlayStation 5 coming to Windows. Like, people have lost it. It's a whole bunch of trolls. It really showed how much people really want all these PlayStation games to go on PC, and I ain't mad at them.
You saw like a possible reason why though, right?
Because exclusives matter.
No. Because of Amazon France. They were like shutting down some factories and like letting people off or whatever. And I guess somebody was mad, so they were like, you know what? I'm about to fuck up that whole internet. I'm about to fuck up Twitter today, and that happened. That's fire. So.
I know Jack almost had a goddamn heart.
That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, he had a little mini conniption on Twitter, I think. A little bit. Going off a little bit.
Anyone with a brain wouldn't know that shit was not true. Like, all of those games leaking at the same time, that's preposterous, bro.
Yeah, a little bit too much on the nose.
Yeah.
Well, I knew it was fake because Review Tech didn't report it.
The fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
There was also a rumor, only one site reported this, that disappointing Death Stranding sales may have cost Kojima's future Sony funding for any future games.
Nah, they embedded with that dude.
Thank God.
No, I don't think that shit.
I don't think that.
You said an investor said that?
I didn't say who exactly said it. It's just a rumor on a news site.
Well, it's good news. It's good news.
It would be good news for me.
I don't think.
Don't give that man no more money.
Sony.
I don't think Sony's not gonna stop giving them money, bro.
They invested with him. They probably even.
I don't know. Times are tough because of the C virus. You gotta make cuts.
We still have no idea how much Death Stranding actually sold. I don't think we have even a ballpark.
I think it was.
Good.
Was it in the NPD for that month?
I don't.
Was
it top 10?
It was in the top 10.
I think it was in the top 20.
Yeah, but MPD is just for this region.
Yeah.
So I mean, to see global of
yeah, but there is no PR release on it neither though.
That game is the quantum break for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't understand though why people didn't people say like Days Gone sold badly, but I heard it was like 5 million.
Days Gone sold incredibly well.
Yeah, I remember people saying like, "Oh, Days Gone and Death Stranding didn't sell."
No, Days Gone didn't flop or nothing like that.
They didn't review well.
Flop, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't review well because of certain problems and stuff. And then as far as the numbers on what they projected, which I'm surprised they even wanted to project that, didn't live up to what they thought.
Days Gone's definitely getting a sequel.
Yeah,
it needed one. It was set up to have one.
Every game's set up to have one. Look at the Order of Trash 1877.
What?
That's not a bad game.
What a name, bro.
Can someone?
It wasn't a bad game. It's just those boss battles was stupid. It was the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, the final boss battle being a QTE.
This shit was the same as the first boss battle.
That's also another thing that pisses me off about games. You said about endings. Not only that. Remember what was it? Shadow of War, the first war game.
Shadow of Mordor.
Mordor, where the final boss was really walk up behind him and hit B.
Yeah, I mean, like whatchamacallit had a bad Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I love. Great game, but the last boss / ending, it was trash. I think it might have been like a quick time event almost. Like the whole game, they were like no quick. I might be confusing this with something, but I think it was a quick time event. And like the whole game didn't really have any, and then they suddenly made the last boss a quick time event. We were like, what the hell is this? After an amazing game, but still an amazing game.
Yeah, I almost expect final bosses to be shit nowadays and easy. It's the boss before the boss that's the hard guy.
That is fucking true. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
weird.
That's like on the nose. Like
it's the boss before the boss.
He'd be hard as hell.
Yeah, The last time the main boss was the hardest boss was Doom Eternal.
No, you know what? I didn't even have a problem with the last boss in Doom Eternal.
I'm saying he was harder than before. You know what the funny thing is? If you look at any commercial of Doom Eternal, it literally shows the final boss in the commercial.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Y'all not mad at that though?
Oh, but you didn't know it at the
I didn't
time.
even fucking think about.
Yeah, we
that
didn't
shit,
even
to be
know. It was
honest.
like out of context.
Okay, you know, I'm always looking for an excuse to justify my spoiling. So, what?
I mean, everybody knows what the final boss of a Doom game is, anyway.
I'm curious. I don't know if it's okay to spoil it at this point. I'm actually curious of the ending of what happens at the ending of Days Gone, because of course I didn't beat it. I don't know if somebody could spoil that. Is that okay at this point?
Another game BG put down.
Why are you actively asking somebody to spoil it?
Because I want to
Why
know.
don't you just play it?
Go on
You just
YouTube.
why
the
not
game's
just ask
trash.
later on Twitter
Just
or
beat it.
or DM somebody? Why are you asking on a
Because I'm here right now. I'm here right now. What do
Yeah,
you need?
Yeah, can somebody
It's a
spoil
big
this game
game,
for
bro.
me?
Yes. Y'all, I'm in the room right now. I'm here with y'all. Can y'all spoil the
I
game?
didn't finish it yet. So.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
something else, dog.
Yeah,
that's
I really
funny.
do need to finish that game though. Like,
I want to finish it. It's just other stuff had came out that took my interest more.
Bro,
than-
I have that game still download on my PS4 and I haven't put more than 3 hours in it.
Smooth, you got a lot of games to
I
finish.
bet you Jay finished it. Did you finish it?
Huh?
So nobody gonna spoil Days Gone for me? Nobody gonna tell me what happens?
No, I'll tell you what happens. The doctor that you go to see, he's being a
See?
zombie.
Jimmy be spoiling.
Yeah, Jimmy be spoiling.
The game's like a year old.
Yeah, he tells you that
Jimmy
those
beat the
zombies are
game.
evolving
We all did it.
and that they're gonna come back and attack. So they let you know that there's gonna be a part 2 and that the zombies not.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. You could just read that shit on Wikipedia, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, so
you got it, BG.
The Nero guy that you've been following.
Yep, I remember that. Huh?
Turns out he's a zombie. He's actually infected.
Really?
Yeah. When he takes off the helmet, he jumps into the helicopter like a zombie, and he lets you know that the zombies are gonna come. They evolve. They're like him. They're learning, and that you better get ready. He told him get ready for an attack.
Because I'm torn. Because I do think the next I do think the Days Gone sequel would be really good, but like I just don't think the original is good. So I'm torn. I don't like to play sequels to games I ain't beat.
Oh, Maisie Yago
think
said,
they
"Don't
rushed
spoil Days Gone, bro." You
Too late.
Come on, Omega. Come on, dog. You wasn't gonna play it. You wasn't gonna play it, Omega. Stop this, bro.
Nah, he probably
this.
would never have played that shit, to be honest.
Let's stop this now.
That man,
I knew
that
Jay
man was
had it
capping.
because he beats all the PlayStation games. He's actually a
Nah,
part.
he was
was
capping. Last
capping-
of Us.
He was capping for Horizon for not coming to PC, and he never even
Listen.
beat that game in the first place. So
I don't know. He might have another account.
Oh, the good old
I
other
do
account
not want to
excuse.
hear that.
Oh, yeah,
excuse,
the other
bro.
Nah,
That
hit
is
up
not
my
an
other account, my G.
I have another account.
Oh man, it's always the reliable excuse.
Then post the other account, then. But that fella gave me one account. That bitch had like 12 trophies on that shit. That man does not play no games.
Hate to see it.
Yo, did he ever address that though? Did he ever explain what's that about, or he just?
Nah, he's never addressed it. No.
Nah, I mean, he hasn't said shit, bro.
Damn, I mean,
Yo, I pulled up on him on Twitter, and I was like, "Yo, show me what's your PSN." And I compared that shit to mine. That man's a level 12, bro. I'm a level 21.
Well, I will say this:
Oh,
if you're a PlayStation fan and you didn't beat that game, I feel bad for spoiling it.
They'll be alright.
But it's alright.
AOBG.
I'm still gonna play it.
ABG.
Yeah.
Yo, I started Final Fantasy VII last night, right? I'm 5 hours in.
Yep.
That game is amazing. It is amazing.
Isn't
like,
it?
oh my god.
Isn't
it's
it?
so good. Like, oh my god.
Talk
Stop
about
doing
it.
that. Y'all gonna make me get it, and I'm
Talk
trying
about
that
it.
game is an esteemed 8 out of 10, dog.
Yeah,
it
okay.
is
Here,
like
here go
8
bless.
out of 10 if it's great.
Here go bless. No, it's a 9 out of 10.
It's a
It's a 9 out of 10.
honestly, during the game, I was like going between a 7 and an 8 because I'm like, bro, this, like, it's just
7 is good.
yeah, 7 is good, 8 is great, but like at the end,
8 is
it
good
won me
too.
over.
I would say
but
8
I
is
can,
like a good nowadays.
it definitely has its problems though.
It's like the perfect
It
balance
definitely
of turn-based and action-based RPG. It's like it's perfect. Like it's
can't wait.
seamless.
Nah, it would be if you could jump and also if you can tell your characters, oh, can you
Y'all
defend
niggas go
or
with
can
this
you
jumping
be a
shit.
can you be a healer, bro? Like you
Here
can't.
y'all
Your
go.
character, your AI is like trash.
But I can't jump though.
Bro,
Why
there's
can't
flying
jump?
enemies that fly away from you.
No,
You can't even
no.
jump.
The problem is not
just
that you
annoying.
can't jump. The problem is the tracking system in the aerial combat is extremely bad.
Yeah,
Because
it's that, and
it
plus, like,
auto-jumps for you.
in order to like get MP or not MP, I'm sorry. In order to like get your ATB bar up quickly is, you know, to attack the enemy, but you can't attack them if they're flying and backing away from you. It's like, what the fuck?
That's why the tracking needs to be fixed. That's the real issue.
Or
The camera is definitely all over the place during
You
combat.
could cast
too.
spells on them, or just use Barret.
But here's the
But
problem.
you can't cast spells without ATB though.
Yeah, the problem.
You need the ATB, but then you're just getting shot while you're
Technically,
trying to
you can-
attack them because you're not jumping. Sometimes you don't even jump.
What
when
I
you're
do
attacking under them.
sometimes,
It's
if
like-
I'm really desperate, is I swing at air because you don't actually have to hit anything to gain ATB
Yeah.
bar. You just have to swing.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Yeah, yeah,
swinging
well,
at air if I'm really
so-
desperate.
That's
I know,
bad
but
game
and the
design.
thing,
that's bad game design.
Yeah, the tracking, the aerial combat is really bad. The problem is though, like with Magic Bond, is like everything that pretty much flies in the air is weak to air, wind,
Arrow,
or sometimes thunder, but usually wind. But in
Sometimes
this game,
they're weak to.
they delayed wind. So like if you use wind, it's not an automatic effect when you cast it when it hits them. It's like a 2-3 second delay, and if they move out of that spot, then they don't get affected. It's the same thing with ice. Ice doesn't hit at the
ice-
same time.
Some flying enemies are only like weak to ice. Like in the later, I think it was like chapter 15 or something. They were only weak to ice, and those enemies were pissing me the fuck off because ice is so bad. Like it hits, it's supposed to stun.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't stun on the first hit, but then it like grows the ice and then it's supposed to shatter doing the actual damage. But then they move from that point. It's like, bro, I just wasted my ATB bar.
Yes.
And my magic.
That's why pretty much ice, you can only use ice. You have to time it to the point where you know they're about to stop moving, not when they stop moving. And that kind of sucks. So
how long did it take you to beat BG?
I beat it in 50 hours. And I'm running through it again right now on hard, and I'm at chapter 13. So I'm almost beating it a second time on hard.
Here's a complaint I have with games. I didn't know if anybody else play. You said you beat it on normal, right? And now you're beating it on hard.
Yeah.
Is the hard mode available right away?
No, and I hated that.
It's not.
Why?
I don't know. I question that all the time with developers.
They want you to play the baby mode first. Like playing DMC, I understand DMC5. Like the more you play it, the more you understand the mechanics. They want you to play multiple times, but like at least allow me to play the harder difficulties, not start off as human. Like there's like 12 difficulties for fucking DMC5, but like you have to beat the game every time to unlock one. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on chapter 5 right now, and I'm playing it on normal, and I haven't died yet. I haven't had a game over screen yet. So
yeah,
it's
I've
definitely gonna be a
only
cakewalk,
died
I can
like
tell.
3 times. That's it.
Here's the only reason I could understand why they made hard mode locked, right? Because pretty much when you beat the game, it's new game plus.
Yeah.
And it goes into hard, right? So, and I could honestly say, if you started a new game on hard, it's not that the game would be impossible, but it would be close to it. It would be really close to it.
If like
Is it Souls tier?
right?
Is it Souls tier?
Yeah, you would have to grind a whole lot because they give you everything from your. They don't take anything away. You get all your materia, all your weapons, everything. So
I heard you couldn't use items.
Yeah, you can't use items, and you don't recover MP from
After
resting.
battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the item part isn't even what really makes it hard. It's the fact that you don't get MP from resting. You don't get no MP back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm almost done with it on hard mode. I'm almost done with the platinum. So like
I'm thinking about borrowing the game and get my PlayStation back.
I know they got me doing this too, and I want to wait for PC.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Well, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm still early on.
Is that
I'm still
spoiler?
early on.
No.
Then again,
I'm just gonna say that they're going in a completely different direction than the original Final Fantasy VII. That's all I'll say. The story will not be the same. I don't know.
And
I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
And I don't like. I'm not like a fan of Kingdom Hearts, but some people say they worry about it because like they're worried they're gonna like complicate it and mess it up like they did with Kingdom Hearts. That's what people seem to be worried about.
The thing is, they're like, there are some like Kingdom Hearts type shit in it at the end. I mean, the characters, what are their name? Arbiters of Fate. They are on some Kingdom Hearts type shit. They're absolutely on some Kingdom Hearts type shit. And in one specific part at the end of the game, it's like they like okay, like I don't understand. Like they're definitely on some Kingdom Hearts type shit.
Do you think they're gonna end the game at the ending, or do you think they're gonna end it at Advent Children, or go past Advent Children, or just retcon Advent Children?
Some people felt like the end of this game was kind of very Advent Children-ish, but you know, I don't know.
Pretty much, they pretty much they don't like Square Enix right now is like changing everything that who made Final Fantasy VII originally? Squaresoft.
Squaresoft.
They're pretty much like all right, we understand what you were trying to do, but you were gonna just retcon everything.
I still can't believe
basically
people,
what I see.
I still can't believe people were complaining about Tifa.
What?
I seen a picture of her next to Aerith. Aerith looks like a piece of cardboard.
Tifa has a sports bra on. I don't understand. Like, do people expect her to not have a bra on entirely? So
yeah, how the hell would she be able to move?
Like her shit just hanging out, bro.
They're weirdos.
Complaining about a character.
Anytime I see a dude complain about a girl isn't like a girl's not sexy enough. Like, I understand, like, if you're putting in characters like Xbox has some like 300-pound fat bitch and bleeding edge. I mean, okay, you can go.
I'll admit,
she's thick, dog.
You can complain about that.
Leave her alone.
I was mad when Tomb Raider did
Buttercup. Buttercup.
That name. When they got the Laura Croft, they reducted her.
Her name is really Buttercup. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's Buttercup.
Buttercup. Who the hell is that?
The chick
Buttercup
with that's like she's like on two wheels. She's like heavy set. She's like country as hell.
Yeah,
she's
like a typical stereotype.
A quadruple D.
Bro, what the hell?
So Microsoft is rumored that Microsoft is going to have a digital event in August. It's pretty much going to be their E3. Their
August.
Yeah, that's the rumor. What, you heard something else?
That just sounds like crazy. August, well,
I mean, it's earlier than that.
Okay, well, tell me about it.
I don't know. I mean, it could be August. I'm just saying that's kind of crazy.
No, all right. So there's rumored to one's is supposed to be a hardware event in May, and then their E3 replacement is supposed to happen in June, potentially July, but I think it's still June. So because they still haven't had your traditional proper Xbox reveal, and they're going to be doing that. This is where they're supposed to reveal the Xbox, obviously Series X, and all the new features that they haven't talked about, and then demonstrate like two major like games or so, and then possibly reveal the cheaper model, and then E3 is when, or their E3 replacement is where they're supposed to go crazy with like the games and reveal like
Hellblade 2.
The second party exclusive, third party exclusive, new studio acquisitions, and all the games that like Playground Initiative and everybody's working on. So the games everybody's looking for. So they're saying the next two months are going to be crazy for Xbox. So.
Hey, Smooth, do you have any info on Halo Infinite? Because we still haven't heard from that.
I do not have any information. They're what they've been doing. They've been like showing things of how they were recording different things for like vehicles and stuff, but nothing on terms of like gameplay or anything like that. We haven't gotten any update.
They need to show gameplay.
Hold on, BG.
What's up?
Jack Move has a C40 TR controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that $200.
$200. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he don't even like it that much.
he don't even use that bitch.
Why would you?
Hey, he got money. You know it,
baby.
Yo, a lot of people
take it
spend
out your
$200
pocket and
on
show it.
controllers, though. Like people buy scuff controllers all the time.
It's so
for
dumb
FPSs
to
and
buy
shit.
spend that much money on a controller when controllers easily break and degrade so quickly.
That is true.
It's so much easier to buy multiple regular controllers than the one expensive controller that'll just degrade.
That got money. He be doing the money phone.
People's Elite controllers break all the time. I have a friend that had to buy a second scuff because that bitch broke in like 2 years.
My Elite controller was defective, so I just gave up on it.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what?
finally, bro, mine is done.
See, it's so stupid to spend money. Like,
it's whatever, dog.
look at the amount of abuse a controller gets.
Yeah.
Keyboard, you buy a keyboard, that bitch can be good for.
I know,
Especially
right?
with Jack Moo's
That
grubby
shit was
hands.
much on, Bert.
Yeah. I want to go over really quickly the Inside Xbox because we forgot to talk about it last week completely. So just to go over it real quick, they showed Grounded, some more Grounded. I think that game still looks like complete garbage. Forza Street.
The hell is that?
Yo, somebody turned into a Super Saiyan.
Forza Street is an iOS game going to is iOS and Android coming on May 5th. They talk more about the Xbox Series X. They talked about Game Pass. Minecraft Dungeons is releasing on May 26th. Journey to the Planet expansion is launching April 15th. Gears Tactics, as we know, is coming out the end of this month. I'm looking forward to that. They talk about xCloud and Dragon Age Inquisition, Unravel 2 and Sims 4 are now playable on it. The Hotline Miami collection is available on Xbox One. Atomic Crops is out May 28th. And there's more Sea of Thieves content coming April 22nd. And that was Inside Xbox.
Yeah.
They made that show. I don't understand how they make it so boring to watch.
Yeah.
They should just do State of Play Nintendo Direct. Just make it short and sweet. Just get it done.
Only thing I cared about.
Why?
was
Just
that
so you
Gears
guys
Tactics.
say they're copying? Like, nah, just like they all
I
got
don't.
their...
I don't give a fuck
mean,
about
they
copying.
all
I care
doing the
more about
same
my
thing.
time. I care more about my time than
But the thing is,
copying.
here's Xbox saved me like multiple Inside Xbox not to watch. They give you the transcript like the day before. They give you everything they're gonna talk about. They leave no room for any type of surprises. Actually, when there is a surprise, it'll tell you surprise.
Well, so you're saying they give you the itinerary
Yeah,
before
the whole entire itinerary. Yeah, it's the most
Yeah.
transparent show they do, and that's why I was like, I just been a couple I didn't watch because like, all right, I don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that. All right, I'm good. So I didn't watch it.
That's understandable. I appreciate that, but it's like, what if I do want to watch something? What if I have interest in what if I have interest in multiple topics, and I have to sit there and like there is like a rigmarole that you have to sit through.
Well, it'll be on demand. Timestamp the bitch, and take care of it that way. Like, I mean, I get it, but like it's not something that you have to like. It's not that important of a show. The only real time to really watch the show, get something out of it, is the one they do around E3 and the one they do around XO and Gamescom. Those are the three because that's taking place during big events. Those mid-tier March, April, it's just Game Pass information, no breaking news.
Just giving updates on what they have like each month. It's nothing like groundbreaking to expect unless there's like what you just said around those big times.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is, I guess.
Okay. Let me see if I have any other topics. I don't think there's that much left.
Did y'all talk about GTA 6?
No.
How it's barely in development.
Rumors.
Yeah, so there's reports that it's halfway done, but halfway through a GTA game means like 5 more years.
Well, I was just about to say.
Yeah, that shit.
I was just about to say 5
That'll
years.
be coming out at the end of the PS5 life cycle.
They need to do what Take-Two is telling them to do. And just they need to make more
I did
games.
read that they're less focused because every GTA game tries to make it bigger in scope and scale. I did read that they're not as focused about that in this one, making the game the biggest game ever. They're trying to like actually make it like more dense and actually have more content rather than just make a huge world.
Yeah,
I don't like the sound of that, but I hope it's for quality reason.
I mean, at this point, I don't really know like what, because even when you look at each GTA game, I don't think we see like a huge jump as far as like innovation.
GTA 5 was pretty innovative.
In what way?
I think. I mean, the open world was, massive.
Like using 3 different characters and switching between.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3 different
Trevor,
characters,
Michael,
that's
Franklin.
probably the only thing. But the open world being bigger, I don't really think that's like
Yeah, exactly.
Open worlds being bigger, that's just what open worlds do.
I mean, yeah, but
they
it
just had attention to
it's
detail. It was attention to detail. That's about
attention
it.
to detail.
It wasn't like anything groundbreaking with GTA 5. It was more attention to detail.
Yeah.
I got a question though. Would you guys rather them like do like high quality, humongous game every 8 fucking years, or like have like smaller games every 2 years, 2-3 years? Because I mean, they have multiple.
They should do what they used to
dev
do.
studios.
Yeah, they should do what they used to do.
Dude,
Yo,
give me
they
my
really-
midnight club. Give me my freaking manhunts. My freaking.
They released 3 GTAs on the PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they had the main one, and they had
What the
side
hell
one
is
that said
happening?
this.
That's me.
Oh, they should-
I was shuffling.
Oh, he in his pantry?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I agree. I rather them like put out multiple projects. It's just
They
like
could do the side stuff like what they used to do. Like, okay, this is Grand Theft Auto, this number, but this is New Orleans or something. Like,
yeah. Especially like I'm tired of like the GTA style of games that they've been doing. Well, they've been the last 2 games, GTA 5 and Red Dead. Like Red Dead 2 wasn't even that good to me. It's just like
It really
we waited that long for like it was a pretty good game, but like
I
that
think if
long,
it came out
like come
earlier,
on, bro.
y'all probably would never said that.
No, but we expect GTA games to get bigger every time they release them. So saying it's gonna be more,
smaller and more dense.
Yeah, that's automatically going in a whole nother direction.
The problems I had with Red Dead 2, I would have always had those problems.
You know, Smooth, I'm kind of thinking I should play that game.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you should.
No, Bond, you definitely said this game of the gen. You should definitely play it, Bond.
I'm thinking.
You got it, bro.
I can't, y'all stay slandering RDR2, bro. Let that game live. It is an amazing game. Best game this gen.
No, stop.
Only thing that can top it is Last of Us 2.
No.
There's too many problems with it. There's too many.
So many problems.
There's too many,
bro. But yeah, y'all gave God of War game of the gen when it's the same enemy types.
I don't give that game of the gen either. I don't give that game of the gen either, bro. That's not. That is also not.
God
That's
of
not
War.
even
God of War. What's
five.
funny
Wait,
is
you think Red Dead is better than
God of War.
Yes,
God of
absolutely.
War isn't even necessarily an open world game, but it gives you more freedom than Red Dead 2 on missions, though.
Damn.
Mission
Bro, that's
structure.
cap. That's cap.
That's
you know,
facts.
Unnecessary
That's cap.
realism.
Bro. If you go 2 inches in the wrong direction, they give you a mission over in RDR2.
Or if you use the wrong thing. Remember when you had to use a throwing knife, and if you try to use a throwing hatchet, mission failed.
Exactly. Like, come on,
damn
bro.
it! Then nope. I got nope. Nope. I'm constantly making simple mistakes like that in video games. So nope.
There's a lot of like also like the unnecessary padding of that game. That game is way too long for its own good, bro.
Like that game, Red Dead Redemption 2 wants you to play it the way it wants you to.
Like your horse
it's not
dying
about
if you
how
don't
you want to
like,
play it. It's how they want you to play it, and that's not what a game like that should be like.
Like your horse dies if you don't clean that bitch. Like what the fuck?
It dies. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it
I didn't know.
I thought you had to not feed it.
If you don't clean it and it like if it gets like too dirty or something, it start losing health.
It loses health.
Like it loses health.
Of course. Yeah.
Wow, because you stink that bad?
Like,
it's
like
called being
unnecessary
realistic.
shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't know no one dying of being for stinking, bro. Not even horses. Bro.
I think it's you gotta feed it or it loses weight and starts dying. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like the stamina goes down, the health goes down.
Well, y'all don't appreciate that level of detail. Y'all don't.
I don't like
unnecessary.
things like that. It's like with
I
Breath
can
of the
see the
Wild, like
food
unnecessary
wise.
realism. It could be cool sometimes, but most of the time I just don't like it. Like I don't
But
think
let's
Breath of
be
the Wild
real.
is as good as it is either. Or how people say it is either.
Yeah.
So
But God of War 2018, after the stranger boss fight in the woods, it kind of peaked at that point. Let's be real.
No,
No.
Peaked at the beginning?
No.
Yes.
No.
That first boss fight was amazing.
No,
After that-
it
And
peaked.
that was it?
It peaked for people who didn't go and fight the dragons or didn't fight the Valkyries.
the Valkyries are fucking hard. I like the Valkyries though.
Shit was dope though, the Valkyries, yeah.
But thing is, like, yeah, some people put God of War game of the gen. It's not. I don't even think it's top 5 for me.
Wow.
It's top 5. It's top 5.
If we're
so what
talking,
is your top 5?
It's
I
top one.
don't know. I don't think I have a definitive. But right now, like top 3, I think like Persona 5, Nier, and then Doom Eternal. Top 3. I don't know.
Wow, Doom Eternal. Wow.
None of those is even in my top 10.
Hold on.
That's
okay,
that's
Doom over it.
over
Wow.
God of War.
That's
Oh,
deep.
absolutely. Doom is the best shooter I think I've ever played in my life, bro.
Nah.
I hear a lot of people saying
I played that shit on Nightmare my first
But
playthrough.
the
That game
way-
is
It's alright. It's
Hold
barely,
on.
it's barely alright.
He
Nah,
said he
what-
put Doom over God of War.
Yeah, he put Doom over God of War. That's why I'm like, yeah.
You is wildin'. I don't know your logic, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't get that logic at all.
Spider-Man over God of War too.
Doom
Excuse
Eternal.
I
Doom
can see
Eternal
certain
has
people
me.
liking Spider-Man and versus God of War because of whatever. I could get that argument,
Yeah.
but Doom over, nah.
I
Doom
put Spider-Man
Eternal-
over God of War that year too because I think I had more fun in
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that argument for sure. But the
Doom Eternal,
Eternal,
like-
that, nah.
Nah, Doom Eternal has like made me feel so much like I've never felt like a way I've never
Sound
felt
like a girl. Wait a minute.
the same. I never felt the same way. I've never felt like that playing a game before. Like the adrenaline rush, like after beating arena, like you're tired. It's like you're always trying to figure out like how to survive, and like it's I can't explain it well, but like if you want to know,
I gotta get to know about playing it to see where you're coming from. That's
and
all
if
I
you
gotta
play
say.
that game, please play it on mouse and keyboard, please.
No.
Play it on what?
Yes.
Say mouse
No.
and keyboard.
Yes.
No.
That is the way to play Doom.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
The
Doom Eternal.
Oh, so you want people to play it on PC?
I honestly don't understand how you can play a game on a controller.
Like playing Doom Eternal on Nightmare on a controller,
I'm sorry.
I don't know
I'm
how anyone
trying.
could ever do that. I played that shit on.
I'll try it one time, but
like-
I'm not.
I tried it on a controller. It wasn't a bad game, but I'm not gonna put it over.
It's so
God of War.
fast paced.
It's so fast paced, and
I'll-
you have to
I'll
just
see.
like
I'll
Oh,
see
man.
what y'all talking about. This-
that game is ridiculous. Shit, God of War is not even my favorite game in 2018. I put The Messenger over that shit too.
All
Wow.
right, get out.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
Get
at
out.
this
That's the
point,
end.
Get out.
We go. Nah, at this point, he's
The
wild.
have you
Get
even
out.
played that? Has anyone
Yes,
in here even
yes,
played
I
that
have
game?
played the Messenger. I
Oh,
played.
okay.
Yo,
Yeah.
Why?
You said the messenger?
I don't know. Is he
Messenger.
serious?
Uh,
Or you trolling?
I think he's trolling. He's
I'm
trolling.
dead.
Yeah.
Nah, you trolling. You trolling.
No, I'm dead ass.
That's what you get.
Nah, you
All right,
wild
bro.
at this
Final
point.
Fantasy, your
Messenger.
favorite game this gen. You got it, bro.
He
You
said
got
the
it.
Messenger.
Damn, y'all gonna make me not want to wait to get that, man. I'm trying to wait.
Absolutely, the
What are
Messenger,
you waiting for? Just go.
PC.
Really?
bro.
What's up,
The thing
yo?
is,
Really?
the
You
only
waiting
thing
for
PC is gonna
PC
fix.
ain't gonna do shit to that game, bro.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
PC is
yo,
the only
low-key-
thing it's gonna
low-key, you
fix
might
is
be
the
right, though.
frame rate, bro. Like the the
The
texture
textures is
filtering,
gonna
that
be a
shit,
little
that's
bit
just
up.
gonna stay the same, bro.
The
Yeah,
frames
You
gonna
will
be
have
a
to wait
little
for
up.
mods, bro.
I'm not trying to play 30 if I don't have to. I finished the first crossspell game. On the second crossspell game, it's a Chinese translated game. It's locked on the 30, and it's annoying.
Peace going into PC
Besides
is not gonna
Bond,
fix
just
those
go ahead and get
skyboxes,
the
bro.
damn game.
The skyboxes
Well,
in
but
Final
I'm saying,
Fantasy are horrible.
I might borrow my PS4 back. Get my PS4 back and let a friend borrow it, and then I might just borrow FS7.
If he's black, you definitely gotta borrow it back. That's how you do black people.
Yo,
You
that's
gotta borrow your own stuff
He
back.
said I might borrow my PS4
Oh
back.
no, with black people, you gotta borrow your stuff back. That's fact. Yo, can I have that back?
Can I
Like,
hold my PS4? Can I hold my PS4?
Oh, can I get my PS4?
that's
back?
facts, bro. You ever like give a? I don't know. Like I remember when I was younger, my mother used to like give the next door neighbor like some like borrow a broom or some shit. We would have to ask for that shit back. Like, can we? Yo, you borrowed our broom and like or our mop. We gotta clean our fucking floors. Like, can we have that?
Can we have that?
Yo, what's funny is if you had the actual, you wasn't getting it back. You was gonna get a
Facts.
story like, yo, what happened was.
Facts.
Like, oh man.
You gotta just take it.
Bro, you can't trust fellas with nothing, bro.
Yeah, you had to
I
take it.
I had my fucking WWE, what was it? SmackDown versus Raw game took it from me, man.
Mm.
Fellow was like, "Yo, can I borrow that?" I was like, "Word." I never saw that shit ever again.
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
like,
That shit was
Red said,
gone.
you gotta make up a reason to come over there, act like you over there, and be like, oh yeah, let me get that. Let me get that while I'm here, and then leave with it.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah, but Final Fantasy 7 is like right behind God of War as far as like top games this generation. God of War is number one for me. Final Fantasy 7 is number 2.
Jay, just get it.
You got it, BG.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 is an easy number 2. I don't know what number 3 is. I have to think about that. I don't think I got a clear number 3.
Bro, you need to play the games that are on my list, bro. All the games you haven't even
my
played.
God.
You haven't played the top. You haven't even played my top 3.
I played every game on your top 3, I believe.
What's your top
Yeah, but
3?
you didn't beat them.
Yeah, I didn't beat them because I didn't like them.
You gotta beat it.
What is it? What is your top 3?
Persona 5, Nier, and Doomtown.
I played Persona 5.
Yeah,
I played Nier. I played
Nier is.
You gotta beat that shit.
Nah, Nier's good.
It's a good game.
But
It's
I
a
think it's
good game.
overrated.
It's not a
I
great
think it's.
game.
Listen, I played it. I didn't beat it. I couldn't see all the hype though.
Nah,
Like,
you gotta like play it a lot.
I didn't want to play the second playthrough as a little kid. That stupid hacking things are so stupid.
Nah, it gets really good if you keep.
I didn't have
but
a problem
BG.
with that. It was a change of pace. I didn't have
After doing
And
the
that
hacking
playthrough
move
was
twice,
long.
I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Bro, if BG kept playing Persona, if he didn't drop it, bro, I'm pretty sure he would have loved it. Like low key.
Yeah,
I think so
I
too.
feel that way
but
too.
but I also think developers shouldn't expect me to play 10 hours before a game get good.
I can't see
Yeah,
that,
there's
but I
that. Is that?
understand
The
where
thing is, you said you were liking the combat,
Yeah,
but then it's you and Merc are the same way. Like y'all got past the first
Palace.
the first palace, and y'all were like, oh, this game is good, but I'm going back to this shit. Y'all stopped both at the same time.
Yeah, it wanted to put me back in a classroom after being in that fire ass dungeon. Like, what is this? Oh yeah, let's go back to class. Stupid.
Come on now, dog.
Stupid. All right. What else
Well,
we
you should
got?
play Tokyo Xanadu if you want to do Persona without the turn-based in the class.
No, I like the turn-based. I just don't like the class. The turn-based combat. Like, I just don't like the class and all that stuff. Yeah.
I like Tokyo Xanadu a lot. It was like Persona, but action RPG instead.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
And the last thing is
That's facts.
they announced a new XCOM game, XCOM Chimera Squad. It's very different from the typical XCOM games. It's like XCOM SWAT, pretty much. Like, you know, it's on a smaller scale. Like I think they switched up the classes and like they switched up the classes. It's a very different type of game. It's very tactical, like SWAT type game type thing. And it comes out like a few days before Gears Tactics, which is very much XCOM. So I found that interesting.
So Gears is dead.
I think Gears Tactics is gonna sell a lot. I think it is.
Yeah, that game looks good. Graphically, though, that game is really crazy. Like,
Oh yeah,
it looks like Gears 5, but you know,
yeah.
but XCOM. That shit is crazy.
Yep. All right, so that's all I got for this week. To go ahead and get these super chats ready.
Yeah, because The Last Dance is coming on. We need to get out of here. You guys are all watching The Last Dance, right?
I don't even know what that is.
Who?
That's
Jordan?
what?
Is the
The
Michael Jordan documentary?
Who? Oh no.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
god. If you're not watching The Last Dance, I don't know what you're
I'm
doing.
not watching it when it comes on. I'm gonna watch it though.
Yeah, I'm not watching it now.
It comes on at 9.
Yeah, I'll be in bed. I'm an old man.
Don't matter.
Damn, you old man.
You're an old man, yet you were on Steam late.
I might be playing Final Fantasy.
Hey. Good. Yeah, you.
He's an old man, but he can do 8-hour games.
I seen you on that Steam.
But y'all see what time I be playing. I'm a morning person. My streams be like 7 in the morning to like 4
You
or
know
5
what?
in the afternoon.
I'm really
That's
ashamed to
wild.
admit this, but I was up till 7 a.m. playing games, and BG got on before I went to bed.
Wow.
Goddamn.
Yo, that's crazy.
I
That is
literally
crazy.
woke up and you were
What
just
the hell
going
were
to bed.
What the hell were you playing, dog?
I'm playing Surge too. Like, yeah, my whole sleep cycle's all fucked up right now.
Yeah, low key. Same.
Destroyed.
All right. Righteous Kung Fu said, hit the like button, stay home, don't die for that money. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. Brian Cooper said Fight Club versus Jedi, Last Jedi. Good end versus pointless. Well, Fight Club as a whole is just a whole better movie.
Oh yeah, Fight Club's amazing.
Yeah, like it's just the entirety a better movie than The Last Jedi, though. The Last Jedi is the one that sucked. The whole movie sucked, didn't it? If I remember, isn't that the one where Luke died?
Read them super chats because this shit's coming on in 20 minutes.
All right. Mega Z 456 says, I think a game's ending is subjective to whatever genre that's being played. JRPGs are typically held up by its story first, like Final Fantasy VII and Xenogears.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
I wish they would complete Xenogears.
If you're playing a Souls game, the ending is not gonna matter that much.
I don't know if they
because it's more about the fights and the battles that you did along the way than the outcome. Some people don't even pay attention to stories for fucking those type of things.
Yeah. Amir R said, bring back the movie channel. Chill, dog. Chill. Name said, I pre-ordered mine 2 years ago. Amazon overnighted it. Tugsy Germank said $50 to see BG hairline. I got that, bro. I got the quarantine hairline, bro. You don't want to see this.
Yo, my shit's looking like Zephyrnix.
Wow. Oh, shout out to Zephyrnix. Did we ever have him on Weapon Wheel? I think we did one time, right?
Yeah. Nah, I'm actually it's not, mine's good. It just looks like a mini afro right now.
Not me, man. I got my joint cut.
How? You cut it yourself?
You out there risking it for a fade, bro?
You went to the barbershop?
In fact,
New York City? Oh my god.
Man,
Corona gonna give that nigga a fade. Keep playing.
Yo, I can't front. A 5G tower was like right by it too. I was like,
oh man.
Oh, not that
this.
bullshit. Come on.
Stop
bro.
this.
Radio waves. You got it. Bro.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll post a picture. I post a picture on Twitter of my wild ass hair right now.
The Trigger Man said, as a predominantly black podcast with hundreds of fans watching, why not send your podcast audience to Flood Evo Twitter? Use your numbers for a purpose. Well, I don't think we got that type of
even hit the like.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't even
request. Y'all can't even hit the like
Wait,
button.
he said Flood who Twitter?
Evo's.
Twitter?
Evo.
They can't hit the like button. You
They
want them
can't
to
hit
go
the
to a
like
complete
button.
You want them to go to a complete different way.
Yeah,
Each
they
person that's
can
watching
organize
could
it.
at least hit the like button.
They not listen. Like our viewers are not like the Beehive. We're not gonna send them somewhere and they gon' like do our bidding. It ain't working like that. They're not the Barbs.
Why don't we organize it through this? Y'all can't. Yo, if we asked you guys to breathe, you would die of suffocation.
Okay.
Facts.
Urban Combat 1000 said Ninjas was considered the first special forces stealth infiltration and CQB in that era. All that flipping and other stuff is false info. Facts. All right, that's true. The Ravenflow said Fable 2 had the worst ending of all time. You capped the boss and then walked off.
The fuck?
Yo, I can't front. He might be right about that, low key. Yo.
So excited said, how you feel about the dancing with a man on chapter 9? Hey man, this is my story.
That shit was so
this is my story, and I'm gonna stick with it. I gave the controller to my wife. She did it. That's the story. I'm gonna stick with.
It was nah, bro.
Look,
they made that into a K. They made that shit to a K-pop concert, bro. What the fuck was that?
They had it in the original game.
Bro, it was not that fucking flourished, my guy.
Look, it was always that part was meant to be cheesy and just silly.
They made that shit to a K-pop concert, bro. What the fuck?
Don't you mean hold up? Don't you mean J-pop?
Oh nah, I meant K-pop. They were doing some
K-pop they were doing Japanese pop. They have J-pop too.
That shit
Hey Bond, do you listen to J-pop?
No. But this one white girl I smashed, she's obsessed with Asian dudes. And I'm like, damn, you're about to be in for a rude awakening after a night with me.
Oh man.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
a night with me.
So
talk about you like these small ass Asian dudes.
Oh man.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay.
Hate to hear it. So excited said, you think your XP will transfer over to part 2 or not? So I was talking about this on the spoiler cast that I did with the Iron Lord dudes and everything like that, Cognito and them, and I can't see them transferring everything in this part to the next game. Because you would be way too OP unless they make those
they'll have
enemies
stronger enemies.
Yeah, that's the only possible way.
Nah,
but
they're
like,
probably gonna find a reason to reset it.
Yo,
That's what
here's the big question though. Are these games going to be standalone games? Or are they going to require you to beat in the original?
I doubt they'll be required.
Bro, we don't know how any of this gonna work, really.
Yo, they're just fucking playing with fire, bro.
Because if they're
about to make a lot of Final Fantasy diehards fucking pissed off.
Because if they
especially with that ending,
if they require you to beat the original, it's not going to sell as much.
Yeah.
But they should require you to beat the original, otherwise it's pointless.
Yeah, it'll be very weird. That's why I'm thinking like they gotta like start it over, and it's like, and then at the same time, it's like I did all this materia building in the first one for what? Like I don't know how they gonna do it. It's gonna
they need to make that shit.
Don't
they
worry.
need to make that shit transferable too, bro.
Because it's not,
like,
it's
what
not
if
a
I want to
precedent
do?
for this.
What if I want to play the sequel on PC, bro? Like, they gotta make that shit transferable.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to catch the Samus at the beginning of the game. Don't worry.
Oh man.
Just lose all your powers.
Some ninja gonna jack your shit, take all your materia, all your equipment, and you're gonna end up in a coma.
Beat you over the head.
That's
everything.
a vibe. Just lose all that shit.
Your boy Roy said he was gifted the controller. I think he's talking about Jack with the controller. Somebody must have gifted him.
We know the girl bought it for him.
They're gonna have to gift another controller. That bitch about to break in a
Jack,
year, bro.
Jack got hoes, bro. Don't sleep on Jack. He got hoes, bro.
Was it Nikki?
That Nikki shook.
Was it? Yeah, was it Nikki? Yeah.
Listen, man, Jack got him. He got a little portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on my guy, Jack.
Bro, have to gift another, bro.
The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse said GTA 5 is just GTA 4 Sonic Heroes Edition. Okay.
Facts.
I don't play Sonic games, so I don't get the complete
Sonic
reference.
Heroes, you have 3 characters, you switch between them, like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. You switch between.
Okay.
Yeah, that's OD. I fucks with it.
Epic Troy said Doom is more iconic than God of War.
Fact.
It's it is.
King Kovu said dude talking like Doom Eternal. Tool his virginity. Took it. Oh, he meant took.
Yeah, because at one point you was like, yo, the way you felt.
Yeah, I couldn't explain.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute.
He's like, you sound like a woman right now.
Yeah, I couldn't explain that shit, bro.
Yeah, he put tool. He meant took your virginity. I had to piece that together. Tarek Ahmed said, "What next gen sequel will be better than God of War or Horizon?"
God of War 2, Spider-Man 2.
Wait, what sequel?
Yeah, he said, "What sequel will be better than God of War 2 or Horizon 2?" Not many.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2.
I mean, there's a lot of. Are you talking on Sony only games?
No, just sequels.
It's like
any sequel.
A sequel to Doom, bro.
No, stop it. Go away. Get out.
Doom Eternal. I don't know.
Or
I don't know what
Horizon?
else. I don't know what else they can do with Doom at this point.
Yeah, like what they 2016 going like I can't imagine going back to 2016. But like sequels, I mean they have to be better than the original because I mean Horizon, I mean it was a good game, but it wasn't fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play that game in 60.
So excited said, "What is your favorite melee combat system in any game?" I'm gonna have to give credit to the Batman system because so many games copied it after that.
Yeah, I would have to pick that too. So
I'm going DMC.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly might have to go Arkham as well.
Ninja Gaiden.
I like the games where like I guess I don't know who really started. Maybe it's the Souls where you fight with like the bumpers and triggers and shit.
Demon Souls.
Oh, so now you like it smooth.
I like the controller layout, like like that combat style.
It sometimes at first like I feel like it felt weird, but then you like, oh, this makes complete sense. I think there's still some Souls games that like square is like light and triangle is heavy. I think there's 1 or 2 like that still though. Yeah. All right, let's do these outros. Bond.
So everybody, make sure you catch The Last Dance. And again, I need y'all to hit the like button. The channels can't grow. The podcast can't grow. Even if you don't want to hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Hit one of them, please.
Blessed.
Have a good night.
Dang, he going to
Twitch.
sleep now.
Damn, Doom sucked him dry.
Word.
Oh, shit.
You did not need to put that image in my head, fella. But all right.
Right. Missile.
Doom guys split him in two.
Oh yeah,
all
thanks
right,
for
sir,
having me
that's
on BG. You guys can follow me at Missile87 Gaming on Twitter, and yeah, we're out.
Red.
No.
Yeah, great to be back. Chopping it up with everybody, and it is not Red Infamy TV anymore. As far as for YouTube, it's just Red Infamy. And also check our content out that I have on geekgametight.com.
Tell them hit the like button.
And hit the like button. Y'all already know. Everybody that's watching shit, at least just hit the like button.
All right, Smooth.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Also on Twitch, I am active there. Affiliated Kid Smooth 89 on Twitch. All right.
What happened to Mixer?
They don't treat their employees well.
Damn. You Microsoft trader.
Yeah, what happened to Mixer?
It's still around. I still do it. I just do the pretty much the podcast there, but games I do on Twitch.
All right.
Bigger dog. Got to get the fan base.
All right, and Jimmy.
Yo, what's up, Jay? Good games, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.
All right, we out of here, y'all. We'll catch y'all next week. People wanted to pull up on you, Smooth, for saying that console gamers are better than PC gamers.
Oh, absolutely, bro. That shit was funny as I can't believe you said that, bro.
Because I'm sick of these fucking dorks like just sitting there cheating. These dudes make the headlines every week for cheating, bro.
Smooth.
I understand Smooth, but like, come
Smooth.
on, you shouldn't be the ones.
Why should not be the messenger? Why should not be?
You shouldn't be the messenger at all for this.
I'm not the messenger. Wait, I'm not the messenger. I'm just telling it how it is. I tell a PC nigga to his face. You.
No, I'm saying, you're the messenger. No, I'm saying you're the messenger because I know some people probably feel the same way. That's what you're the messenger for this.
I got a question.
For this. It just looks funny as hell.
Smooth, why did you quit Battlefront on PC in favor of console?
I never owned Battlefront on PC. Where did this come from? I never owned that game.
Remember how you
I owned it on PS4 and Xbox.
Remember how you said it was more fun to play on console PC because you felt like you could actually.
Well, because in the back of my mind, I was like, they probably cheat over there.
So I have a question for you, Smooth.
He called a whole accent.
I have a question for you, Smooth. On PC, is playing with mouse and keyboard considered cheating?
It's considered like I don't know. It's that's their controller. Like,
but no,
I wouldn't do it
because I saw somebody on your tweet say, "Oh, I consider mouse and keyboard player like on PC they're cheating."
No, I'm saying PC players have a whole lot of fucking assists. A whole lot of assists.
Like
you have aim assists. What do you mean? We have a whole lot of assists. You literally have aim assists. There's no aim assist on mouse and keyboard.
Here's the thing. I feel like console players are so much superior than PC players. PC players are good at one thing. You niggas can hack. Can't play games, but you can hack.
Smooth, I mean, that's you got beat by a PC player.
Okay. Bun, and I'm still waiting for you to accept my challenge in Gears 5.
You ain't getting no more challenges.
I know, dog. I know. I know you don't want the smoke. Like, for real, like...
Smooth. Like you say that
if you beat me in Gears 5, you won't hear me say anything about fucking PC players sucking.
Smooth.
You won't hear me say it again.
I need you to talk to ask her if you can bet again.
Hey, Matt, this ain't. I told you, this is not a bet. If you beat me, it's a gift. That's not a bet. I'll get you a game. If we do 3 rounds like we're supposed to, if I go 2-1, is you give me 2 games, I give you 1 game. Like.
I'll think about it, Smooth.
Smooth. All right, so I have a. See, you say that you have all the smoke for Gears 5, but Alex quote tweeted your post, and he wants to play you in Gears 5. Why not play? He plays Gears 5 with mouse and keyboard. Why not try to fight him, dog?
No.
He active. You want to play Bond, but don't want to play him
because I got business with Bond. I got no business with Alex.
Bond, I have a question. Do you play Gears with?
Hold on. Alex is part of the PC dick riding community, so
you should play him. But Bond, do you play Gears with mouse and keyboard?
No.
Oh, so what are you trying to prove here, Smooth? You have a problem with.
First, let me explain the whole Bond situation. So I challenged Bond to Gears 4 before, for multiplayer. We were supposed to go multiple rounds. We did one, and he beat me because I thought we were gonna do multiple rounds. So he beat me, and we never finished off. He never gave me the rematch.
It was first to 4 kills out of 7. That's the best of 7.
Nah. We were supposed to do matches. So that was the thing. So, and he just ran with that, like, oh, he beat me in Gears, and he doesn't play Gears.
Smooth, but now,
yeah, but I was doing that to fucking antagonize you. It wasn't really.
You can't antagonize the unantagonized.
It wasn't a real game, bro. So
that doesn't sound right. But
Bond needs to properly beat me in Gears.
But
and
even
until he does that, like, I'm gonna keep on challenging. And then there's nothing to damage control. PC gamers suck.
Okay, Smooth. But even though I understand you have your beef with Bond, but you just said something like crazy, and you don't want that console players are better.
Console gamers are better.
But you don't want to challenge Alex though.
I don't.
Or anyone else.
What the fuck is Alex? I don't care about fucking Alex right now. I really don't.
Pause.
Bruh. Okay.
Word.
Like.
I don't like playing with people. I don't like messing with people that got nothing but time. And
so if you think you think you're better than PC players, correct?
Everybody's got nothing but time right now.
I feel like I'm better than PC.
You're better. Then you should turn off aim assist in every game you play. Then, and I want to see your stats.
Yeah, I need to see Smooth.
Turn off aim assist in every game you play.
I need to see Smooth on Counter Strike.
Turn off. If you think you're better, turn off aim assist, bro. I've seen with aim assist is not very good. So I don't know.
I'll do that once you show me a report of the percentages of those bastards cheating going down. Once you show me those stats,
I understand people cheat in the game. I understand people cheat on PC, but it's not as rampant as you think. It's usually in free-to-play games where like the barrier to entry is very low. You don't have to pay for
50,000 people. That ain't low.
Smooth acts like you bastards weren't lag switching and host stealing and Halo 2 on the
like Modern Warfare. How many hacked lobbies are in Modern Warfare? Like, bro, or like Modern Warfare.
Y'all Xbox niggas been cheating from the beginning.
Like hackers exist everywhere. That's like how does a small portion of people,
dude?
Like how does a small portion of people like speak for everyone? That's what I'm trying to say.
I just like every time I think about PC gamers and PC, like I don't see any skill. I don't see anything what's good about them. I just see like their
Have you ever watched
their ability to fucking like molest files and shit?
Have you ever watched those pro gamers? Have you ever watched some pro gamers on TBS?
Yeah.
Yo, them dudes could hit a fly off of a fucking horse's ass.
but that's a minority. That's a minority of people.
Okay, but you're talking about a minority. You're talking about hackers. Hackers are not the majority of PC players. Move.
Look, I gotta get out of here. This show's coming on.
Yeah. Like, what is your argument? You're talking about how PC players are bad, but you're only talking about a minority.
The only argument I need is every time a reports of cheaters coming out, and that's all I need.
How many times have Xbox Live cheaters got reported?
That makes no sense, Move. That makes no sense, bro. That makes no sense.
I know it gives you guys a bad rap, but I'm just saying, like, that's why it's play on console,
bad
dude.
Rap. That makes Smooth. Jesus Christ, man. I don't.
All right, y'all done? Yeah.
I don't know how to have a conversation with him when he says shit like that. I don't know.
Look, it's all Microsoft.
I don't know.
At each other, okay?
Jesus.
All right, we'll catch y'all next week.
All right. Peace.
All right, peace.
Peace, y'all.
I don't understand, dog.